All right. It looks like we are live. What's up, Bri Hive? If you're not a part of the Bri Hive and you don't know who I am Boss Attorney Bri, and I am a California licensed attorney. Here on this channel, we cover celebrity lawsuits, trademark lawsuits, copyright lawsuits, and really whatever drama we feel like covering. So go ahead and drop in the chat where you're watching from. If you're watching on the replay, go ahead and drop in the comment section where you're watching from. And today we have quite a few things to go over. And we may have a special guest later on in the live stream, a new special guest that you haven't seen before. So we'll see if I give you a hint, if she pops in. Go ahead and try to guess who our surprise person will be. Our surprise guest will be. And I actually did not even send the link yet, so I might have to do that while we are on stream. So if you guys have checked out the title of the video and you've seen the thumbnail and all of the things, there are a bunch of kind of unrelated things that we're gonna be going over. First of all, our good girl Amber Heard has appealed the defamation case as if the post-trial motion denial was not bad enough for her. She decided that she's going to try again with the appeal with the circuit court. We also have our boy Kanye West, also known as Gay, I guess now, who is being sued like by 3 different people all within the last month or two. So we're going to briefly look into that. And of course, we are going to cover the case we talked about. What was that? Tuesday? The case we talked about on Tuesday, talking about the Crumbl Cookie trademark lawsuit, or actually it's a trade dress lawsuit. So that's something new. I think we may have covered it on this channel before, but like months and months ago. So we haven't covered it in a while. So we're going to go ahead and look at some trade dress allegations, and that is a full docket. But there were so many other cases that I could have also added on this live stream, but I am not trying to be here all night. Although I do love the Bri Hive, I think I'm going to go get me a cookie after this. And so, guys, I'm going to probably give this warning a little later on when we're about to start the cookie case. They have some really good pictures in there. So if you guys are hungry, make sure to go ahead and grab a snack right now, because just looking at the complaint in this case, I was definitely getting hungry. So if you're hungry, get a snack before we get to the cookie case. Okay, so let's see who we have here in the chat today. It is Tuesday, so let's see who we have. We have Letitia Mays. Welcome to the live stream. I think this is a new name. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the Bri Hive. We also have Who Said Kate, who is a moderator and member of the channel, saying, "Hey, Boss Attorney Bri," and dropping us a B emoji. Hello, Who Said Kate. Can't talk already. Nice to see you here in the live stream. We have Ann Kirk. Welcome back to the live stream, saying hello. We have Letitia Mays watching from Las Vegas. Oh, that's cool. My grandma lives in Las Vegas. We were going to do a surprise trip, so I might be in Las Vegas next month. I'm sure it's very hot out there. We have Ann Kirk watching from Oregon. We have Caroline McD saying hello from Cleveland, Ohio. Well, hello and welcome from Cleveland, Ohio. I think I have a couple of people that watch from Ohio, and I've never been to Ohio. We have Emily Tracy saying, "Hey, Chad," and "Hey, Bri," and from Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, we got a Texan in the house. Who else do we have here? We have Hella Swanky saying, "Yes, I'm on time today." I was a teeny bit late today, but mostly on time. So I feel the pain. YouTube decided to do their job for once. Love that for me. Also, they actually notified you. I know YouTube be slacking on the notifications, but happy to have you here again. We have Who Said Kate saying, "Okay, I only heard of Crumbl Cookie in the last month." I have a Crumbl Cookie like right around the corner from me, and I didn't know about it. And then my little sister worked at Crumbl, so that's when I think I first heard about it. So like a couple of months ago. So we'll see what they have going on. And I think we might do like a cookie giveaway if we get some super chats today, we might do a cookie giveaway and then do a cookie tasting on like one of next week's live. So if you guys are interested in that, we got to see some super chats today, okay? We have Hella Swanky saying, what up, Bri? What up, Bri Hive? How is everyone today? Yes, how is your day going? We are almost at Friday. We're on Friday Eve, also known as Thursday. How are you guys doing? We have Hella Swanky saying, LOL, I told y'all I knew she would. She can't let this go. Are you guys talking about the cookie? Are we talking about the cookie? Jennifer says, oh, a guess. Yay, I might have to run out early tonight. Got to take the kids to the county fair. Oh, fun. I think the fair is here in Sacramento as well. If they're not here yet, they should. I think they should be here, but I haven't heard much about it. But that sounds fun. Jennifer always has the fun things, the fun foods going on. We have Hella Swanky saying, her ego won't let go. Oh, we're talking about Amber Heard. Okay. She may also just be sincerely delusional. I think that she really believes herself. Do you guys think she really believes herself? I think she does, but I don't know why. Who said Kate says, hello and welcome everyone. Buzz the like button, please. Yes, guys, if you have not already, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button to help us out in the algorithm. And then maybe we can have some more friends in the Bri Hive. And we also need some more subscribers. So that would help out as well. Hello, Swanky saying, hello, how are you today? To Jennifer, we have Who Said Kate saying, just finished a plate of tater tots and sour cream. I'm good. Well, I hope you don't have a sweet tooth because these cookies look delicious. I'm not even kidding. Letitia May says, yes, it is wear your sunscreen. Yeah, I'm not probably gonna be outside if I go to Las Vegas. I don't do the gambling or anything like that, but the heat is not for me. Apparently, it has also been hot outside here, but I rarely go outside. If I do not have to go outside, I am not going outside. So I mostly only go out in the evenings, not during the day. Who Said Kate says, it's very hot here in Los Angeles. I can only imagine. We were there a few weeks ago and it was hot, but not super, super hot. We are saying hello to the peeps. Hello Swanky says, I'm watching from Los Angeles, but deaf a NorCal, Oakland. I'm sure that's what you mean. I think that's what you mean. Native. All right. And then we have Emily says, oh, sounds good. Okay, you guys are talking about your food. Don't make me hungry. I haven't eaten yet. And the cookies are already gonna do that for me, making me hungry. Hello, Swanky says, it's so hot in LA today. I'm outside in the shade on my porch because it's way too hot inside the apartment. Whew, I can only imagine. I know my electricity bill is going to be high this month because the air conditioner has been just running all day, every day. We mostly have moderators commenting in the chat. So if you guys are watching and you're not a moderator, go ahead and drop something in the chat. Let us know that you're here. Drop a 1 in the chat so we can see some other things. I'm just seeing little screwdrivers over on my end and little blue marks. We love the moderators, but we want to hear other people chat as well. So as we talked about on our last stream, we are going to start doing a little icebreaker. So we have another Reddit post. We need a name for the icebreakers though. So if you guys can think of anything, something like a little appetizer. What's an appetizer to a bee? I don't know. Make it Bri Hive theme to see if we can stick with that. But if you guys come up with any cool names for the little introduction or the icebreaker story that we covered, that would be great. And I'll be looking in the chat. And as we have names rolling in, we'll probably have a vote at the end of the live stream to pick what we're going to call our icebreaker. And so let's bookmark that so that we can add timestamps. I know I still haven't done it, but we'll get to it. All right. So we have another Reddit story. I know I said I was going to keep it more along the business lines, but some of these stories are they're too good to pass up. And I actually saw this story on Reddit before I went, or not on Reddit. I saw it on TikTok. Someone read it on TikTok before I went onto Reddit to find the story. And so I thought, hey, it's speaking to me. It must be something that we need to cover. It doesn't have to do with law, but we can kind of overlap it with the law since we're over here on LawTube. So let's go ahead and check out the story. We have, am I the a-hole for refusing to put my fiance on the house title after he kept handing me empty pens as a prank? During this serious time, her fiance is handing her empty pens, so pens with no ink, while she's trying to sign the title and add his name to the house. Like, why would you do that? So let me go ahead. I forgot to make the poll. Let me make the poll here in YouTube Studio. So, am I the a-hole for not putting, not putting my fiance on the title of my house? Okay, so we're going to say yes. The a-hole, no, not the a-hole. And then we're going to put, what do we normally put? Like neutral a-hole energy. I think I'm gonna put that too. Neutral a-hole energy. So some of you might have read ahead. Let's see. Am I the a-hole for not putting my fiance on the title of my house? Yes, the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Neutral a-hole energy. And make sure you guys listen to the story before you actually vote, because we want an accurate vote. We don't want mess ups, okay? All right. So we have, I, female 34, have been with my fiance, male 37. This guy is 37. Remember that. For 3 years. Getting married before the end of this year and recently moved in the house that I inherited from my mom. The house is in my name, and it took a lot of talking and convincing from him to have his name on the title as well. Now, honestly, part of me doesn't think this is a good idea, at least not right now, maybe after marriage, ? But anyways, I've decided to go ahead and put his name on the title so he could go ahead and start contributing towards the mortgage more and lighten my burden a little bit. We've made appointments, decided on which form of ownership we were basing this on. When it was time for me to sign the deed, my fiance stopped me and gave me a pen saying this pen was his lucky pen and told me to use it to sign the deed. I took it and tried to sign, but turned out it was empty. He was like, "Oh, I must have forgotten," while laughing, and then pulled out another lucky pen. I took it, tried to sign, and that one too was empty. Honestly, seeing how he was laughing, I figured he was messing with me, but he swore he wasn't and pulled out another one of his lucky pens. I tried that pen too. So this is the third pen, guys. Tried that pen too, and it was empty. My fiance started cackling, and I felt humiliated, especially with how the gentleman next to him was staring. I got pissed and asked him what that was about, and he said it was a prank. I asked, "Really? Did you really think," sorry, I lost my spot. "Did you really think this was a time for pranks?" He was like, "It's all right. You can use a real pen now." I pushed the paper away and said, "You know what? Never mind, because I no longer want you on the deed." He lost it completely, saying we had a deal and I can't back out of it just like that, and that it was a stupid joke that I took too seriously. We had an argument and I refused to sign the deed, at least not then and there. At home, he blew up again, saying I was the one who delayed the process and that he already gave me a real pen and all I had to do was sign the darn paper and get it over with. He accused me of looking for an excuse not to have him on the deed and started the silent treatment, saying there's nothing to say until those papers are signed. So am I the a-hole, or did I take this too seriously? Go ahead and go ahead and vote in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this person is the a-hole? I am going to relate this over back into family law. I'm going to relate this back over into wills and trust and all of the things. This is another thing that has to do with property, like we covered last Tuesday. Now, this guy convinced this lady to add him to a property that she inherited from her family. I love my fiance. I'm sorry. I would not do that because it's an inherited property. And remember, guys, whenever I'm doing these analysis, I am basing it on California law because that's where I practice. When you inherit a property, whether you're married or not married, it comes to you as sole, or it comes to you as separate property. So even if she was married when she inherited this property, he would have no claim to it. She would have to do what she's doing right now and go and put him on the title in order for it to become community property. Now, what I don't like about this guy is he's not even helping her pay the mortgage right now because he's not on the title. To me, that's not a team player. He knows that it's not his house. He wants to live there, but he doesn't want to pay for it unless he's on the title. I would not be dating that person. I would not be dating that person because why are you not contributing? You don't even seem serious. How do I even know you're going to help me once I do put you on the title? Now, this guy is playing around with a pen. He wants the deed signed, but he keeps giving her fake pens. And then he blames it on her when she decides she doesn't want to share this house with this immature man. Because guess what? If they were to break up, he would take that half of the house, or he would try to take the entire house if they were married and got a divorce over it. So, no, I think that she is not the a-hole. I think he is definitely the a-hole for doing this to her. And she should never put him on the title. If they stay together, she should not put him on the title when she gets married, because he seems like the type of person that would just marry her to get some assets and then leave her and take her assets. He did nothing to deserve half of that house. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would say, I see someone saying Jesus. Zariah says that was Jesus. Run. Yes, I definitely agree with that. Do not sign it. Do not let him on that house. Let's see what the chat has to say. Well, let's look at the poll and then we'll go with what the chat has to say. So I'm saying yes, I'm saying no, she's not the a-hole. So 14% says yes, she is the a-hole. Let me know if there was a little bit of confusion and you meant that he was the a-hole, or do you really think that she was the a-hole? If you think she's the a-hole for not signing the deed after he kept pulling the pen back, go ahead and drop in the comments why you think that she was the a-hole for that, for going back on her word, basically. 76% says not the a-hole. So 76% is on the page with me. So, okay, good, 76%. I'm sure some of you guys will put your comments in the chat. If you haven't already, go ahead and put it in the chat. And then we have 9% saying neutral a-hole energy. You can be the a-hole, but maybe not, depending on the situation. So I think that was a good assessment from the chat. Okay. And let me see if I can find where I left off here. It's some people saying hello to people. Let me see if I can find it. We have Jennifer saying, I don't like this. He's a jerk. Yeah, he's definitely a jerk. And then I actually see our special guest in the comments. So I told you guys I probably have to go ahead and email the link, or maybe I could just drop the link here. Let me see. Let me know if you can copy it. You know who you are. Don't try to jump onto the live. Or I guess if other people want to come on, I guess we can invite them up too. So I dropped the link to for our special guest to join us on the upcoming case. So we might do that one a little bit early since she's already here. And yeah. So there's the link. Let me know if it works for you. If it doesn't work, I'll send it to you in an email. Okay, we have Das Beats. Welcome back to the live stream, saying from a financial perspective, maybe she should wait until they're fully married before adding his name. I say no. I don't think he is very reliable at this point, but I do understand waiting for the legal purpose. But at the same time, it's her separate property. Even if they were married, it would be considered her separate property. So just let her have her separate property. That's how I am as a family lawyer. You keep yours, he keeps his, and then you share whatever you guys built together. We have Mimi saying that's gaslighting. I would agree with that. Mark says, I'd call this the Bri sting. Unmarried couple on deed can cause issues since you don't get benefit of divorce court on property division if you break up. Exactly. Once you put both of your names on the deed, depending on what they would have put it under, either way, it probably would have been like joint ownership, and he would then own 50% of the house, even though maybe her mortgage was way less than 50% of the house, and he wouldn't really be contributing that much. We got people agreeing with Mimi with the gaslighting. We have Pebbles saying yes. Dav's Beat says she should always be defensive about her assets. I agree with that. I think what you build together should stay together. Of course, he could live there and, help her out with it, and he would be entitled to any separate property funds that he's putting into it. But giving away an entire house to someone that didn't really do anything to earn it, I don't agree with that. May change when I get married, but right now, let her keep her house. Hello Swanky says, nah, he showed a red flag and warnings. There's a time and a place for pranks. More importantly, you should know your partner. If they're not cool with you playing at a time like that, maybe don't play. I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. And then we have Caroline McD says, wow, if he's willing to embarrass her like that, that's incredibly poor behavior. Definitely agree with that as well. Dasby says she needs to be careful. Agreed. Jane says, even if he isn't on the deed, he should still contribute if he's living there. That's what I think. At least pay like the electricity or something like that. I think he should contribute to the mortgage because he's not paying rent. Help her out. We have Jalila Phillips, which is my sister, saying don't add him to the title. And we actually have her in the back here. That's going to be our special guest. It's going to be my sister. So let me go ahead and bring her up. Hopefully we can hear and see you okay. Hey Lee, what's going on? I think you're muted.
Oh, do I have to unmute?
I see a little mute mic. Try again.
Am I unmuted now?
Oh, maybe it's me. Hold on. Can you guys hear her? Let me know if you can hear her. It might be me. If not, you might have to log out and then back on. Oh, it is me. It's me. Let me see. Okay, try again.
Hey, Bri.
Okay, now I can hear you. So you guys probably could hear her, but I couldn't hear her. So yes, Bri Hive, this is my little sister. What would you like the chat to call you? Because I just say whatever comes to mind.
I don't even know. I have a million names. So Jalila, Lily.
Yeah, you have your government name on there. So we have Jalila here. I don't call her that. So I'm probably going to call her Lee or Jay or something. Whatever comes to mind when we are talking about it. And this is my little sister that actually worked at Crumbl. So since we're covering the Crumbl case, we're going to get some insight about how it was working at Crumbl. So I'll probably jump into that case after I read some more comments here. And we'll see what you think about it. Have you seen the lawsuit?
No, I haven't actually. I have not seen anything about that company since I left.
Okay. Well, we are going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. All right. So we have who said Kate saying exactly immature. And I'm just finishing up the comments from the Reddit post right here.
Okay.
All right. So we have Tanya D saying it was a serious moment and he wanted to play games. Nope. I would not. What do you think? I just read your comment, but what do you think? You think she should put him on the title?
I don't think so. I think that it was inherited, so it's for her. They're not married yet. Even after they get married, I think that's something. She might even get a prenup, so he might never get added to the title. That's not something. I don't think that's a smart decision.
Yeah, and depending on what state they're in, it may become joint property as soon as they get married. But in California, it doesn't.
True. So. And then also common law, though. She got to think about that, too.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't necessarily, he wouldn't be the owner of the property dealing with common law marriage. And only some states really recognize that. So the only way he's going to get ownership over that property is if they get married. And she's in a state where once you get married, all of your property becomes joint, or
Yeah.
if he adds them to the title like she's trying to do right now. So hopefully she doesn't, though. All right, so we got a couple of chats to go through. Jennifer says, my sister just went through a breakup. He was hiding money and other skeevy things. Thank goodness it's not, or it's only my sister on the house. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people hide money, especially like in divorces and things like that. So I'm happy that she didn't add him onto the deed. If he was hiding money, he probably would have took the house from under her, right? Emily Tracy says, I never understood buying a house together before you're married. A lot of people do it. I thought about doing it. It could, but I mean, I guess, but you would still be part owner. This one is different because she actually inherited the property and then he just wanted her to add him onto it. I wouldn't do that because if you buy it together, you each own your half and you can each give away your half. So there's that. Hello Swanky says, there are so many red flags with this relationship in general. He could be helping even if he isn't on the title. Plus, it's inherited. So, no, he doesn't need to be on the title. Maybe ever. I wouldn't put him on there. Maybe it might change when I get married, but I would not add him on there. It's fine. Dabs Beat says, I must say a male gold digger is refreshing. It's a new one. No, it's not a new one. It's really not new. We have Pebble saying, I was the only one on the title of my house. I'm the only one paying, so be it. Depending on what state you're in and if you bought it while you're married, it might still be considered community property and your partner is still entitled to it. So definitely check that out because they may still have rights to it if you bought it while you were married, Pebbles. This is not legal advice, but check it out. Letitia May says he has lost his whole mind. Yeah, exactly. He has. And we have Hella Swanky saying what she needs to do is break up with him and find someone on her level who won't play games, then gaslight her or refuse to contribute to where he lives because he isn't on the title of her inherited property. I can agree with that for sure. Okay, so we got a lot of chats coming in. We're going to get to, do you only want to cover the Crumbl thing or are you open? Because I have like 2 other things to cover.
I can, whatever I can put my little 2 cents in, I'm here for it.
Okay. Okay, so we got the 2 cents coming in. All right. We have All the Happy Squirrels. I love that YouTube channel name.
You'll get the sociological perspective of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We're going to be talking about Kanye West and then also Amber Heard. So I don't know if you've been keeping up with the Amber Heard stuff, but All the Happy Squirrels, love that YouTube channel name, says, I'm here late and missed the context, but I wouldn't put anyone on a title without being married first. Engagements can be broken. That is true. I wouldn't put him on the title either because divorces, they get really messy. So you may think someone's going to be nice and give you back your house and they're not. You're going to be co-tenants forever. You're going to be co-tenants forever. Okay. And we have Tanya D saying, if he's like that now, it won't get better after marriage. For sure. And then we have Amanda, welcome back to the live stream, saying, came in kind of late, had a late meeting. Kind of glad I missed this because it's already been, where is my electric kettle prod kind of day. Yeah, this one would not have made you happy, for sure. Okay, so yep. Confirmation that everyone could hear you but me. It was me. The sound was going into my microphone, so didn't work out. Okay, so Everyone's saying hello to sister, and they can hear you. All right, it was me.
I saw a little Leehive. I love that. I really love that.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to scroll it down. My mouse is doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Everybody could hear her. All right, it was just me. Your little sister is cute. We got the B. Amanda says, "Hello, gorgeous. How about that one?" Oh, for the name, to start off with the what did I call it earlier? An icebreaker, maybe. Maybe I think we saw Bee Sting, and then now we have Hello Gorgeous, where we're opening up. And then everyone's saying, "Welcome, sis. Give us the crumble tea." She's going to get to it. She's going to get to it. Mark says to you, Lee, your legal instincts are spot on.
Thank you.
And Amanda says, "Little sis Lee is reading my brain on the prenup part. I love it."
Gotta be
Yeah,
smart.
okay, you're gonna come over and take over my channel. Just like Alpha takes over my channel. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay. Yeah, this is the first time that you're on live, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Amanda says to Emily, "Honestly, I bought my house before I even started dating my hubby." Yeah, and at that point, I say just keep it. They shouldn't feel entitled to it. We have Sabrina saying little Lee Hive. Yep, we got a Lee Hive. Well, you might have to start a channel. Everybody gonna start a channel. He's gonna say y'all are adorable. Thank you so much. Caroline says, "I'm here for little sis commentary on all the things." Okay, they want you to stay. They want you to stay. Okay. We have Sabrina saying, "Tell us a little bit about your education and background, Lee." And we'll get into that in just a moment. Let me get these two more chats, and then we'll have you introduce yourself. We have Ann Kirk saying, "Doesn't make a difference if it's a common law state." Not as far as, well, honestly, I can't tell you because I don't know. California is like iffy on common law. It's more of like, oh, you guys have a contract versus a common law marriage. So it would have to be, okay, you guys bought this property together in order for you to own it, as far as I understand it. But I don't do common law stuff because it's too messy. Amanda says, "Oh no, I meant hello, gorgeous for Sister Lee." Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be your name. Hello, gorgeous. She's undecided. Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right. So, Lee, you want to give them a background of who you are and what you do?
Okay. Well, I'm Brianna's youngest sister. I'm the youngest of the four of us siblings. So I rounded up the pack. We all did cheer together. For college, I got my degree in sociology. And with that, it's kind of like, the way I explain it is that psychology is the study of trees and sociology is the study of the forest. So sociology or psychology focuses more on the mind, the brain, and that aspect, but sociology, it focuses on the people and the why, more of the roundabout picture, what kind of cultural backgrounds and differences are going to affect the way that society rolls. And so I graduated and got my bachelor's in sociology in 2020. And I've been doing social work for the last 2 years. And I just recently got hired as an assistant teacher at a special education school. So I'm really looking forward to learning about that role and getting more into that.
Yay! Okay, so you'll be able to talk to us about the psychology of Kanye West and why he's not paying his bills, and we'll also talk about Amber Heard and why she keeps trying to go to court with Johnny Depp. So let's go ahead and pop over. Let's do Amber Heard, because it's just a notice of appeal. For those of you that have been watching my channel and that came from the Johnny Depp trial, we all know that Amber Heard basically got sued by Johnny Depp. Amber Heard is Johnny Depp's ex-wife, got sued by Johnny Depp for defaming him, basically saying that she was a domestic violence, or for abbreviation here, DV survivor, and she also survived SA, also known as sexual assault, by Johnny Depp. And so Johnny Depp sued her and said, "Hey, none of that happened. You're lying on me. Give me some money." The jury found that she was lying, and so she was found to be liable for defamation. And she did win on a claim for what is the word? I can't even think it. But agent what is it? Defamation by a third party. But I can't think of the word right now. But so she did win like $2 million, but Johnny Depp won $10,350,000 that she has to pay. Now, she has filed a post-trial motion, which has been denied. She basically tried to say that the juror lied about who he was, and that the jury basically gave Johnny Depp too much money for the evidence that they received. So now that post-trial motion got denied, and now she is appealing to a higher court to basically say that the judge has erred in several things. And so if you guys are not following Law and Lumber, if you guys are on Twitter and you're not following Law and Lumber on Twitter, go and follow him, because he broke down the process for Virginia appeals courts. So go ahead and check it out. He has a whole little chart and all kinds of stuff. So if you want to know how this process is going to go forward, check out Law and Lumber's Twitter for sure. Okay. So we have Lee missing right now, but we're going to go ahead and jump into it. I forgot to do my bookmark. Oh, I'm going to get better at doing the bookmarks, I promise. Okay, so let's see here. Let me share the screen again. And we have from the Circuit Court of Fairfax County, we have Amber Heard giving, oops, why did I do that? Live streaming, right? Okay, Fairfax County, we have Johnny C. Depp versus Amber Heard, and it is saying, please take notice that defendant and counterclaim plaintiff Amber Laura Heard is back at it again, basically. Hereby gives notice of her appeal to the Virginia Court of Appeals from the court's June 24th, 2022 final judgment order, the July 13, 2022 order on defendant and counterclaim plaintiff Amber Heard's post-trial motions, and from all additional orders and rulings by the trial court prior to entry of the final judgment, basically saying that we got it wrong, or that the jury got it wrong, and they are now appealing against them. So what do you guys think? I know I put a poll up on YouTube, and I also put a poll up on Twitter. Do you guys think that Amber Heard is going to win this appeal? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. If you're watching on the replay, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. Going on to say, pursuant to the rules of the Virginia court, defendant and counterclaim plaintiff Amber Laura Heard certifies that the transcript of these proceedings have been or will be filed with the clerk of the court within the time required by the rules of Supreme Court Virginia. Okay, and that's pretty much all this says. This is a letter. I didn't read this before I got on here, so let me see what it says. Close the filing of the reference matter. Oh, it's just a notice of appeal letter. Okay, so Amber is appealing. Amber is appealing. So I don't know if you were.
So they basically want to go back to trial and do it all over again.
So she's basically asking for the court to overturn the jury's decision. So she's probably going to ask for a new trial as well, or she's going to ask for them to vacate the order, basically. So I don't know if you heard the introduction into her, but what would you say the psychology is for a person that has lost? I don't know if you watched the trial, but it appeared as though she was very much so exaggerating her condition and lying on the stand. Why do you think that she keeps trying to go back to court and they keep denying her?
Well, from just like watching bits and pieces of the trial, I didn't keep up with the whole thing, but it's probably a narcissist thing because she didn't win. She was the one, she came out as the first victim. She was the one that came out with the statements first. She got it out there, and then they went to trial, but then she wasn't the victim anymore. Johnny Depp, she has to pay him now. So it's a narcissist thing, and that she can't be the loser. She's probably trying to still have control on it too, because in a lot of abusive relationships, they have that power of control. And even that they're not together, she's still probably trying to demonstrate control on him.
Yeah.
I don't know why she would. Yeah, I don't know why she would want to keep going back to trial, because the outcome, it's probably going to be the same.
Yeah. The definition of insanity. She keeps getting the same result. Yeah, a lot of people say that too, is she just doesn't have anything else to do, and this is the only way to still be in contact with Johnny Depp. I think she should let it go and stop wasting her money.
Yeah, I think she should stop wasting her money, stop wasting her time, stop wasting everybody's time. Like, she's still able to act, because isn't she still in Aquaman 2? Like, she's still working, so
yeah,
it's
but
not
they already
like
filmed that a while ago.
Yeah, so maybe she might not book any more jobs in the future, but it didn't prohibit her that much from working.
Yeah, it seems like she's trying to save herself, trying to get back in the good graces of the community. But at this point, I don't think the public really likes her. Like, the mainstream media is supporting her.
Yeah. But I think at this point, like, the public doesn't really care either. Like, that trial went on for so long, and it's all, at the end of the day, it's he said, she said.
That is true.
You gonna go back to trial and do this all over again, drag it out all over again to possibly get a different result, but possibly not.
Yeah, she's probably going to ask that it not be televised so that we can't talk about her on the internet anymore. But the more she files, the more people talk about it. So, and if they are going to do no cameras or whatever they may try to get done, I don't think a lot of people are going to believe her, even if she does win, because we've already seen the first trial. She hasn't produced any evidence to show that, oh, yeah, she said he abused her. He drug her all through the apartment, and she had one little very faint bruise. I'm like, if someone drug you by your hair through the apartment while you're kicking and screaming, you're going to have more than one little bruise. Another thing she emphasized on, that he did something with a phone to her, yet she couldn't show us the phone. The phone was nowhere to be found. So it's just a bunch of things. Even if they put no cameras in the courtroom, and then this time they find that she didn't defame him and she was a survivor, well, no one's still gonna believe you. So I think she's wasting time and money here. Maybe she'll try to go with Rottenborn's with his theory and saying, oh, she was she was a victim of verbal abuse, so you guys should find her. Yes, she probably does in her brain believe that she was abused, but the jury just doesn't believe that she was abused. So sorry about it. And I feel like it will be super hard to find a jury that is untainted at this point as well. So good luck, Amber. Good luck, Amber. I'm going to go ahead and see what the peeps are saying down below. Nissa, hello. Welcome to the live stream, saying, woot, social science unite. Psychology major here. We have macro versus micro. Emily Tracy is also a psychology major. Okay, you got your peeps in the chat. The peeps are in the chat. Jennifer says Lee's experience is going to bring a lot to the discussion tonight. Yes, I think so. Anne says, congratulations. Sabrina says, I love taking Socio 101 on college. I like your trees versus forest analogy. So, okay. And then we have Tanya. I lost the chat. I lost it. I can't find it. Okay, so we're gonna. I guess it's on the screen though. So we have Tanya D say, I started grad school in sociology before switching over to social work. So, but I still think you still do social work though, right, Lee?
Yeah, with sociology, the jobs that I've had have been social work mainly. And even the job that I'm starting now, it's still slight social work, but also teaching. And so I'm ready to explore that teaching side.
Oh, cool. You about to be somebody teacher. Oh, your video is a little bit lagging, because it's like you're talking, but then you're done talking. So I don't know if it's your Wi-Fi.
I might have to reset my Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mimi says, girl, they really just gave me an ad in the middle of the live. Okay, so it does do that. I am sorry about that because I clicked the ad button for it to put an ad right there on the replay, but I didn't know that it did it while we were live. So I won't do that anymore because I've done it before and no one said anything. So I thought that maybe that it just, saved the ad for later, but I will not do that anymore. I'll just do the bookmark. My bad, peeps. My bad. Okay. Who said Kate says
I'm
I
gonna go
graduated?
reset my Wi-Fi.
Okay. So yeah, you can just come back
I'll be
when
back.
you're done. And I'll do Kanye West while you do that.
Okay, yeah. I'll be back.
Okie dokie. Bye.
Bye.
All right. She'll come back later. All right. Amanda graduated in college in 92. Or no, Kate, who said Kate graduated in college in 92. But I don't know. Oh, Amanda says 2003. Still remember it. Okay, you guys are talking about college graduation dates. I'm just going to be quiet for you guys guess my age. Who said Kate says no way. Here we go. Sabrina. Nope. I don't know what you guys are talking about there. We got a love from Divinity Said. Welcome back to the live stream. All the happy squirrel says to Amanda, I love that so much. That man is marriage worthy. I don't know what we are talking about. Let me not jump into people's conversations. That's my problem. All right. We have Tanya D saying, no, she won't. She won't give up. I think that's what we're talking about. Mark says, I'm not licensed in Virginia and may be crazy, but I thought a notice of appeal was always filed in the trial court with a copy of the appeals or with a copy to the appeals court. I thought this one is, I think it is filed with the trial court, if I'm not mistaken, in the circuit court. Yeah. Wait. I think this is still in the, I believe this is still in the county, but I could be wrong. I don't know, honestly. All right. We have Sabrina saying Judge A was fair and I don't see anything for legal grounds for appeals. Amber does. That's the problem, is that Amber does, just like she believes that she was a survivor, right? So she's going to waste her money. Nissa says mental illness pointed this out as well. I'm not familiar with that channel. So might have to check it out though. Crystal Lopez says, I don't think she gets anywhere with these appeals. Honestly, JD probably has a better chance of appealing the one she won on establishing the required connection for agency. Yes, I think that the jury completely got that wrong. I think even if they did find that the statement was untrue, I don't think that they should have found that he was an agent of Johnny Depp when he said that. And I don't think that they should have found that actual malice existed because he was saying it because he did truly believe it. And I think it was a detriment for him not to be able to come and testify on his own behalf. It's like, Johnny didn't tell me to say that. I wish he could have said that, right? Mark says, I think Amber's legal case has always been better than her factual case. So I don't think she has no chance, but COA, Court of Appeals, is not going to want to have a new trial. No, the trial was already too long. It was too long, and I feel like she wasn't able to prove it before. And the factual basis, I don't think, is the only issue here. I think I agree with you legal basis wise, because she could have won on verbal abuse. She also could have won on some type of physical, but at the same time, was he just defending himself? Those are questions that need answers. I think she will have a hard time presenting herself to a jury as well. She would want to ask for a bench trial and hope that the judges believe her, because a jury, her personality, to me at least, it doesn't come off as believable. And I think that's how a lot of other ordinary people feel. She may feel like she's a great actor. Sabrina says, I get why she filed. I'm sure she'll still try to spin a rejected appeal in the press, as the system's still working against victims. You called it. I'm sure you called it. I'm going to say you called it right now before it even happens. Who said? Kate says, Amber Heard is difficult to like for me. I can agree with that for sure. She's very difficult to like for me. We have Ann Kirk saying, please hit the like button. Exactly, guys. If you're here live, if you're watching on the replay and you haven't done the thumbs up, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and help out the channel for us. Jennifer Miller says her testimony will be the same, so I don't think the outcome will be different. That's where I'm at with it. If she doesn't get on the stand for 4 days, maybe it can go better for her. But if she gets on the stand, I'm just like, no, you don't got it, lady. You don't got it. Little Galaxy says the tapes show her to be the abuser. Oh, yeah, especially those Australia tapes, and like admitting that she doesn't want him to run away. She wants him to basically battle it out with her. I don't think that's a good look for her. All the Happy Squirrel says, I went back to the start and listened to the story. Yeah, I feel there's a sign. I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like there's a sign from the universe not to stay with him. Oh, yeah, he needs to be broken up with if we're talking about the Reddit story. Okay, Amanda says, I think part of the issue is she has not had to bear the cost of her actions. Everyone else has paid or shielded her. When she has to face consequences, we may be seeing something different. And honestly, a lot of times people just forget about this stuff. So just let it blow over. I would say pay a little $10 million, but $10 million is not little. Just pay the money, move on with your life, right? Let it go. But she can't let it go. Sabrina says, I believe there was an emotional and verbal abuse on both ends, but her claims went far beyond that. I agree with you there. I think she added too much to the story, and then it made it sound unbelievable. So even if little nuggets in there were true, it wasn't true enough because there were so many things that sounded false or that were more than likely false. It didn't work in her benefit there. Nissa says, mental health therapist here. Welcome into the chat. Help us analyze Amber here. And we have Jennifer saying, swarm the like and subscribe button, please, Bri Hive. It supports Bri. You can also support by coming back Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yes, of course, if you guys want to join live, those are the days and the times that we are live. I'm probably going to start reposting like shorter clips of the live so that it's a little bit easier to digest for the people that are watching on like replay and things like that. So be on the lookout for that. I'm hoping I have enough time to do it. All right, you guys had a lot of comments here, but we have to move on to the next thing. But you have sent directly to me. Mark says to me, I might have missed trial court filing. I just don't see it. It's not on the website, so maybe they didn't file it with it. I thought they did. Let me go ahead and drop the link again for Lee. See if her Wi-Fi is better. All right. And then we have, who said, Kate says, please send my sister the link. Okay. I sent it to her. Let's say Galaxy says Amber gave out more verbal abuse. She might have gave out more, but did Johnny also do it too? That is the question that needs answers. I think he did. Who said, Kate says, hello, Bri. Jalila needs the link. Thanks. I sent it to her. She should have it by now. Tanya D says, I think she will give yet another version of her story, which won't look good. Most likely. Hello, honey.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Lily is joining me on live stream. I just sent her the link again. She was on there earlier, but she had to fix her Wi-Fi, so she's probably coming back. Okay. Hell, here she is right here. Oh, sorry, I just threw you in here without saying anything.
It's okay. I still have the link open.
Okay. Alpha is here too.
I saw him. What up, Alpha?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't get to the Kanye West story, so.
Oh, that's fine.
I was reading chat, so we still have Kanye West to go over before we get to the cookie stuff. So Lily's here because she worked at Crumbl, so we're gonna talk about the cake. The peeps are saying hi to Alpha. I told the chat if we get enough super chats today, I would send Crumbl Cookies to a lucky winner, but we haven't got any super chats yet.
You sending them cookies?
Yeah, you can send them in the mail.
Them expensive cookies.
Well, we have to taste the cookies over the lawsuit because they're saying that they're stealing their goodwill. So we're trying to. I send some cookies. Cookie giveaway. Don't come into the chat.
Oh, sorry. I hope I wasn't in there.
I'm gonna move. No.
No.
Okay. People are saying hi to you though. Mimi says, well, of course he's gonna say some nasty stuff to her. I mean, especially when she's going to initiate it, what he's supposed to do, not say anything. Yeah, and that's how it can just get really messy and dangerous when you are in a situation where it's just kind of volatile towards each other, right? Jane says hello, Mr. Bri Hive to Alpha. Sabrina says, Ali, if you can connect directly to your router, it'll be less laggy. She probably doesn't have the thing for that.
Yeah, I have a Chromebook.
Oh. Yeah, you usually need the Ethernet cord, and I have it, and I still lag sometimes. So I don't know. Wi-Fi is tricky. A little Galaxy 56 says Johnny alleged verbal abuse was in text, not sent to her. It was a Monty Python skit. Yeah, there was a lot of that as well, of him acting out something. It was weird communication. Nissa says Insomnia cookies are awesome. I think there's one of those in Sacramento too. The Insomnia cookies.
I know there's one in Davis, but I don't know about Sac.
Well, maybe I'll just get cookies from a bunch of different places, and then
well,
we'll have
I heard that
live stream.
I heard Insomnia cookies are like pre-packaged. They just put them in the oven.
Oh, are you putting out cookie beef?
I actually had a coworker that worked at Insomnia Cookies, and he said they don't make the cookies. They just put them in the oven. However, at Crumbl, we made that cookie from start to finish, and you could watch that whole process. They have an open kitchen concept. There's no walls. You can see every single step.
Are you offering? Are you out here preaching for Crumbl? They might hire you again.
No, they're not me.
All right. Who said Kate says my partner lives in Hawaii, and when I write alpha, it autocorrects as aloha. Oh, that's cute. We have Tanya D saying you missed the super chat comment. Yeah, if we get a certain amount of super chats, we'll do a cookie giveaway, and you can come on the stream and we'll try the cookies together. How about that? Daz says, I know Insomnia cookies. Lily said they don't cook them from scratch. Their dough already made. Let me not go ahead and defame this cookie company.
This is just what I heard from my source.
From the cookie streets. And we have Alpha Berry, my fiance, giving me a super sticker for $5 contributing to the cookie fund. So he might be on the stream with me next week eating the cookies. Y'all gonna let Alpha beat y'all for the cookies? I can't see the sticker on StreamYard, but I see it over here dancing and working out. Okay, let's see. Sabrina says live cookie review. Yeah, we can do a cookie review. Galaxy says Johnny vented to a few friends, not her. Yeah, Johnny, they're not in a good space. They're not in a good spot. And let me go ahead and say thank you, honey, for the super chat. I forgot to say thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I could probably go get a Crumbl cookie after this live stream, actually. Or you know what I really want? I really want a Pizookie. And I've been wanting that for several days now.
I don't know if you can do that live stream review.
No, that won't be live. That won't be live. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have going on with our good friend Kanye West. He's been sued back and forth around here. So Let's see.
Not surprised.
Right. Okay, we have Kanye West has been sued by a production company alleging that he has not paid $7.1 million owed for work it completed for the rapper's concert performances. This company basically created the stage for his Sunday service things. Oh, I forgot my bookmark. Let me go back. Okay. They created the stage for the Sunday service, and basically he just hasn't paid them. So that is one of the lawsuits. And they state, despite receiving multiple demand letters from Phantom, defendant continued to inexplicably withhold payment, which is not good. Not good. In an accompanying statement, a company spokesperson said, "We are incredibly proud of the work that we did with Ye and are disappointed that such fruitful relationship has come to this. A celebrity weaponizing fame and reputation to take advantage of eager collaborators. Simply unacceptable." Basically using the argument that they're a smaller company and Kanye West kind of took advantage of them by not paying them. Then we go on. That was the first lawsuit. So one, he's not paying his production company for putting together his stages. Next, we have another lawsuit that says earlier this month, West was served with a similar lawsuit from a fashion rental company, the David Cassavant Archive, which alleges he has stopped paying rental fees for 13 items that are rare esteemed pieces valued for their scarcity and importance in the fashion history. West has not commented on the allegation. So now this company is actually accusing him of stealing of stealing clothing items because he hasn't paid for them. He was supposed to rent it and he hasn't turned it back. And then we have another lawsuit against Kanye West that says last month, house music star Marshall Jefferson sued Kanye West, alleging that he sampled Jefferson's track Move Your Body without a license. In May, the Texas-based Bishop David Moten also sued West over an unclear sample after fragments of a Moten sermon was used in West's track to Come Alive. So, not only is Kanye West not paying his bills, oops, I got rid of you. Oops, there you go. He's not paying his bills. He's also stealing. He stole some clothing. He stole some music, and then he didn't pay for some clothing. He didn't pay to use the music, and he's also not paying for the people building his stages. Do you think that has any anything psychological going on there? He's stealing and not paying, which I
don't know if that's psychological or if that's just how some people make their money. I don't know, because he's been having those Sunday services for years now. And so why would they keep putting on the Sunday service if he wasn't paying them?
I mean, it could be a new company. We don't know how many sets they have built yet. I don't know if I'm going to actually get the complaint for this, but this could have been one set that cost $7 million and he didn't pay for it. So they're saying that he took advantage of a small company, but I think Kanye West just has a lot going on right now. It's the divorce. He's had like 4 lawyers with the divorce, and now he's not paying people and he's stealing stuff. It's not a good look.
Yeah, no, he's definitely he's in like a manic state right now. He's been in a manic state for quite some time, and he's just not getting the help that he needs. Like he needs to go get some help, or else this stuff is not going to stop.
That's what I said too in my I said that in the custody battle video that I did with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, and then I was called a racist against Black men because I said that they should just give Kim Kardashian the custody until Kanye West gets some help.
Yeah, no, that's not. They taking that in a whole different perspective. But the thing about it is, yeah, she should have custody until he can get some help because he has a history. Like there's patterns of him having these manic episodes. And so until he can get that under control, that's not a fit parent to raise children, especially North. She's almost what, a teenager? Preteen?
No, I think she's like 7 or 8.
She look big, but I don't know how old them kids are. But that's still not fit to be raising a child. The state that he's in, he should not have he at least full custody of the children. That the children should not be in his custody that much.
Right, and they live across the street. He can still see them.
Right.
But yeah, let me get into these comments. Some of the stuff we're still going to be talking about earlier because my chat is a little slower than we are live. So let's see what we got. We got Daz Beat saying she's giving up proprietary information right now. I'm talking about you and the cookies and Insomnia not making their cookies.
Am I going to get sued?
Allegedly. Say allegedly. That's what I heard.
Allegedly. I heard word on the street. Allegedly.
Right. Jennifer says, hey, Alpha, always good to see you. He's trying to steal our cookies. Yeah, Alpha's out here stealing the cookies. Fun fact, Alpha actually calls me Cookies. That's the nickname. So I might get some cookies. Okay. All right. We got allegedly. Alpha says, you caught me. We know what you're doing here. We know why you came here. He's here for the cookies. Okay, we have Who Said Kate saying, I'm concerned about all this cookie talk. Don't like cake, but I'll fight for a cookie. Yeah, cookies are really good, and there's so many options. Okay, we got Tanya D with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, saying, I love sweets, so I'll contribute to the cookie fund. Thank you so much. I think we should do a cookie tasting here live. I think that would be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Jennifer Miller says, gotta run, y'all. Please like and subscribe for me. Yes, have fun at the fair. I hope the kiddos love it, and I hope you love it. They're going to probably make you spend a lot of money, but I hope it's still fun for you. Thanks for joining us, Jennifer. All right, everyone saying bye to Jennifer. All right. Who Said Kate says that Tanya D is her hero for contributing to the cookie fund. Yeah, Who Said Kate says Kanye, kindly pay your bills and give us more good music. Well, he's not going to be able to perform Sunday service at this point because he's not paying for his stage. Little Galaxy says accounting and other inside people slipping up. I don't know. They're accusing him of stealing music. He's supposed to be the creative, and then also stealing clothes. Oh, I guess that could be your assistants not returning it or something of that nature. But I'm assuming that these people reached out to them and said, hey, give us our stuff back. And they just decided not to do it, which is not a good look.
Yeah.
And we have Who Said Kate says maybe Kanye has bad people supporting him. Artists get ripped off all the time. That could be. I didn't think about that. So let's not call Kanye a thief. Maybe it's his people that's messing up. All the Happy Squirrel says, who could believe that Kanye would be out here scamming people? Raise his hand. Who Said Kate says, I don't think overseeing his team is his strong suit. He can't oversee his team because he can't oversee anything else that's going on.
Our Wi-Fi is bad.
Oh.
I reset it.
Oh. Side conversations here. We have Who Said Kate says, wow, that's not cool of them to say that. Are we talking about the Kanye West stuff? Cool of them to say what? Who Said Kate says North is going on 35. We don't know how old she is. She's a busy little girl, huh? Sabrina says, right on point, Lee Hive. Lee Hive, she has a name. Oh, and she's changed it. She has changed her name here on the stream. Look at this. Little Lee Hive. When did you do that? Okay. Sabrina says, right on point, Lee Hive. Lots of manic behavior. Hopefully he has people around him who can speak truth and get him help. Yeah, hopefully. Nissa says, as a therapist, I concur with what Lee says. Who said, Kate says, buzz that like button, share, honey, and subscribe for more sunshine. Yes, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps us get more friends and hopefully more subscribers. So at some point we can get to 8,000. I don't know what to do at this point, but we're working on it. We're working on it and we're staying consistent. So that's good. Jane says, I don't think Kanye would accept help, but he does need it. I think so, for sure. I think he does need some help. All right, so we have little Lehive here. The chat is always naming things. Got to love it. Got to love it.
I changed it when I came back in. I changed it before I came back in.
I see. You done changed it up. You got to get you some emojis. We got to get Lee some emojis now. She's a part of the channel. She is a part of the channel. All right, so we're about to get into the Crumbl tea. We're about to get into the Crumbl tea. So, like I said, we are, depending on how many super chats we get, the more people we're also going to send cookies to. So, right now we are at $15 super chats. Of course, YouTube takes 30%. So, we'll calculate that later. I think that's $10 altogether because YouTube will take $5. And so I think we want to do like a cookie tasting sometime next week. So we'll see how much I earn on ad revenue and all of the things. And if we're going to send out some cookies for the next episode. So let's not disparage Crumbl, Lee. I know you had an experience working there, but we would like to know your opinion on the Crumbl cookie. Is it as delicious as this lawsuit is going to put these pictures on here and make us all hungry? My stomach is already growling, so I'm pretty sure these cookies are going to make me very hungry. So tell us about Crumbl. Don't be mean, but just tell us about Crumbl.
I'm not going to be mean.
Okay.
But in the brief time that I worked there, we changed our cookies on a weekly basis. I did not try every cookie. However, I tried that classic chocolate chip cookie that they brag so much about. And in my opinion, they're quite bland as a cookie. So take what you will with that one. That's the only cookie that's there every week. The other flavors and extras, some of them were hit or miss. But they didn't get that impactful flavor for me.
Okay, so what was your favorite cookie that you tried there?
My favorite, probably, we had a cookies and cream milkshake cookie, and that was probably the best cookie that I had there.
Okay, and then what was the worst cookie that you had there?
I really don't like the chocolate chip cookie. I really do not like that cookie.
I really don't like that cookie. Okay. Well, honest reviews here. And you can give us more detail about the cookie because they're going to get into how their cookies are perfectly sized and perfectly shaped and all of the things. So you can tell us a little bit about that as well. But one thing you should not do is go start your own cookie company because they will sue you. They will sue you.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, so we have Crumbl LLC, the cookie company. Let's go ahead and share the complaint. Crumbl LLC and some of their other entities, including Crumbl IP LLC. I'm probably not going to break down why they have a separate LLC for their intellectual property, unless you guys would like to know that. And then we have Crumbl Franchising LLC. And then they are suing a company called Dirty Dough. And if you guys were here on Tuesday, you know that the owner of Dirty Dough does not like the fact that Crumbl is suing them, stating that putting sprinkles on your cookie is not that big of a deal and that grandmas need to watch out. And this is paraphrased, not his exact wording, but grandmas need to watch out because Crumbl is coming after you if you put sprinkles on your cookies. So this guy, he is coming with the fire out there on LinkedIn. he's starting LinkedIn beef about this lawsuit.
Oh, not LinkedIn
So,
beef.
yeah, LinkedIn beef about this lawsuit. So, it's pretty funny. If you have a chance, check it out. I covered it on the channel last week. So, yeah, Dirty Doe. What a clever name, right? Dirty Doe is not feeling this lawsuit. Okay. So we have Crumbl LLC is suing the defendant, Dirty Doe. I love the cookie name, Dirty Doe. And I'm sorry, y'all. The complaint is doing all kinds of things. They're basically suing for trade dress and then unfair competition and unjust enrichment. And it goes on to say, as set forth more fully herein, in late 2019, a Crumbl insider left Crumbl to found Dirty Doe, which sells and promotes cookies using packaging, decor, and presentation that is confusingly similar to Crumbl's established and successful trade dress and brand identity. Dirty Doe's unauthorized use of Crumbl's trade dress is an effort to trade on the valuable goodwill and reputation associated with Crumbl's trade dress and is likely to cause confusion with regard to affiliation or connection between Crumbl and Dirty Doe, and with regard to the source, sponsorship, or approval of Dirty Doe's products and services. All of Crumbl's harm and Dirty Doe's unjust enrichment. Moreover, Dirty Doe's, what a name, Dirty Doe. Moreover, Dirty Doe's misappropriation of Crumbl's trade dress is an intentional attempt to pass off its products as Crumbl's original high quality, I don't know if Lee agrees with that, products by deceiving the relevant public consumers. Okay. Among other remedies, Crumbl seeks injunctive and monetary relief for injuries that have been and will continue to be caused by Dirty Doe's unauthorized use of Crumbl's trade dress. And so, just to kind of start off, they're mostly suing for the trade dress. So not necessarily trademark infringement, but basically the way that they are packaging their products, the way they're putting it out there to the public, that's what they're saying that they're infringing on. So as being a worker at Crumbl, do you think people really paid attention to the packaging?
Yes, because before we would even be able to hand them the box of cookies, we had to ask, does everything look okay? And if the cookie was ugly, if they didn't like the way it was dressed, if they didn't like, maybe it didn't have as much, maybe we had a honeycomb cookie. Maybe it didn't have enough honeycomb on top of it, so maybe they need more. We literally had to ask the customer, does this look all right for you? And then they say yes or no. And then either you give them the box or you take it back to the dressing station and switch out the cookie and dress it again.
It's really called a dressing
station. Yeah, that's the last station the cookie goes to, is the dressing station. We don't frost our cookies, we dress them.
Wow. Okay. And it's going to get into another part, and I'll probably ask you a question about that as well. So do people ever say no, they don't like the cookie?
Yeah, I had somebody say no to me. And I had to go switch my cookie out.
Did they like it the second time?
Yeah, I've never had anyone say no more than once. But that didn't happen. It didn't happen often either.
I wonder if they knew you would have to go back if they didn't like the cookie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is literally, they strive for perfection there. Like if somebody's about to pay almost $5 for a cookie, that better be the most perfect cookie out there.
Oh, guys, it's $5 per cookie. We don't have enough to send cookies right now.
One cookie is $4.50, or you could get a 4-pack for $16.
Yeah. Cookies are expensive. Okay, so we know the way the cookie looks is important to this company, so it definitely makes sense why they are suing them for trade dress. They're not necessarily suing them for the way that the cookie looks. They do mention that the cookies look similar, but they're more looking at the packaging. So let's check out, let me see what some people have to say in the chat, and then we are going to go back to the complaint to see what are they alleging here. What the heck?
Okay.
We have Dabs Beat saying, I would like to know why their IP has their own LLC. Okay, so their IP has their own LLC because your LLC is supposed to protect you from lawsuits. If you put your intellectual property under the same LLC as your business, and your actual business is like worth more money. And this is just an example. If your business is worth more money, so you're selling billions of dollars of cookies, is what some of the people are alleging. Crumbl sells billions of dollars worth of cookie. But let's say their IP, which they are suing for, saying that it is valuable, let's say their IP is only worth $100,000. If somebody was to sue you because of like trademark infringement or something like that, they would only be able to get the money that's in the IP LLC, so $100,000. But if they sue you under your full company because your IP and all of that stuff is owned by your Crumbl LLC, then they can get that $1 billion. So you basically want to keep the things that you are doing separately. Your IP, your trademarks, trade dress, all of those things have a different value than your actual business will have. That also will go to, like, if they want to license out their IP, they wouldn't have to also put their full LLC in harm's way by doing that. So you want to keep, normally when you're doing different things, you want to keep those LLCs separate. And so sometimes people put their IP in a different LLC to avoid liability against more money, or let's say their IP is more expensive and someone sues them for a cookie incident. They won't be able to go after that billions of dollars with the IP. So different reasons, just a little protection of keeping different parts of your business separate to avoid liability for different parts of your business. Okay, that was a rant. All the happy squirrel says, apparently there are Crumbl Cookies in Tacoma, which is only about 20 minutes north of me. Why did you all have to tell me this is a thing that exists? Well, we're going to show you some pictures of the cookie in a minute, and you're probably really going to want it after that. So maybe not the best tasting according to Lee, but we'll see. Amanda says, Team Dirty Dough just because of the name. I'm Team Dirty Dough because of the pettiness of Bennett Maxwell. Bennett Maxwell is petty on LinkedIn, and I am Team Dirty Dough because of Bennett, okay? And now, after reading the complaint, honestly, I feel like Crumbl is kind of a bully. Just my opinion. All the Happy Squirrel says, yeah, Dirty Dough has the better name for sure. Oh, you guys have to, like, if you have LinkedIn, please go on LinkedIn and look up Bennett Maxwell. He should be the first person that pops up. He describes the logo for Crumbl very interestingly. He says, I don't even want to say it on my channel because it's kind of inappropriate. But yeah, he describes the logo for Crumbl very interestingly. Now, let me know if you guys want me to say it. We might get a yellow strike on this video if I say it, but Bennett Maxwell is a funny guy on LinkedIn. Okay.
I think I have an idea of what he could have said about the logo.
Was that out before he said it is the question. Okay, we have Nissa saying, all the happy squirrels, insomnia is near me and I can get cookies at 1 a.m. at night. I think there is an insomnia in Sacramento. I think it's in that little Golden One Center.
I think they might have opened it recently.
Yeah, I think so. Who said? Kate says, found a Crumbl cookie. Everybody's gonna go support Crumbl. Dirty Dough is not everywhere, so we can order cookies from Dirty Dough, but I think it's only in Arizona. Who said? Kate says, found one 30 minutes away. Gonna get some. Don't try the chocolate chip, according to Lee.
Skip on the chocolate chip. It's boring. Been there, done that.
Sabrina says, seconding Dav's beats on breaking down the IP for LLCs. Okay, we got that in. Amanda says, to happy squirrels, all the happy squirrels, and the shade and creativity and marketing from the CEO, they don't need to copy anyone. Exactly. I feel you on that. I'm with Dirty Dough. Sounds bad, but good at the same time. And I get it. It's like a
well,
pun.
The thing is, how you can only dress a cookie so many ways.
That's my point. That's my point as well. 'Cause they also talk about the logo as well. And it's like there's a bite mark out of the cookie. So we're going to look at the USPTO and see how many cookies have bite marks and crumbs hanging off of it. There's only so many ways you can depict a cookie for a logo.
Yeah.
Okay. Betsy says, my older sister always tells me presentation is everything. It's true. That is true. That's why they got the dressing station. Who said Kate says, I'm a pushover for Dazzly packaging. We're going to see it in a moment. All the Happy Squirrel says, just read the cattle prod review. And I'm tempted since it's on sale. Tanya D says, y'all wasting cookies. Did you really throw them away or eat them? When they send them back, Lee?
We had to throw them away.
Oh, that might start a riot in the chat.
We had to throw them away. Sometimes, depending on who the lead was, they would let somebody take it. We weren't supposed to do that, but they were gonna throw it away anyway. Like, why not give it to somebody to eat?
So they throw away the cookies. If someone says, no, I don't like your little ugly cookie, you got to throw it away. That's depressing. That's depressing.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's more depressing?
Yeah, what?
When they say they don't like your cookie, but the store is packed and you're rushing, like you're moving, doing 10 things at once, and you're like, does this look all right for you? Like, obviously, like sweating. And then they're like, no. And then you have to like go redo it. You're like, okay, great.
Do it again. Oh my God. All the Happy Girl says, I'm a fan of the snark and shade. For sure. Oh, you should have been here on Tuesday's stream. We went over what Bennett was saying online. Who said Kate says, what the hell? Amanda says to Happy Squirrels, oh, such a fan of snark and shade. That one review is all you need on the product. Seriously, they should put the review on their marketing material. Yes. Who said Kate says, I still need to try the cookie from Crumbl. You have to try it. You have to try it.
Try it for yourself.
Homework. That's this weekend's homework. We're giving out homework on live stream now. This week's homework is to try Crumbl cookie.
Get there fast because they change on Monday and they're closed on Sunday.
They do change. We'll look at the menu later so we can see what we're going to try. Amanda says, so basically it's business equity versus brand equity. Exactly. Yep. So you want to, there's other reasons as well, but that's one of the main important reasons is to keep them separate. So like if something happens, you don't lose all the value in everything. Like Crumbl trying to protect their IP here so they don't lose value in it. Okay. There was a lot of chats that came in. Let's see. Amanda says, Little Lehigh, I bet they don't use enough brown sugar in their sugar ratio for the chocolate chip cookie.
No comment because I can't talk about the recipe.
Oh, they made you sign an NDA too?
Yes, we had to sign an NDA.
Let's get into the case. This is gonna be good. Hey guys, I did not talk to her about this. I literally texted her like an hour before the live stream and said, do you want to come on? So we didn't talk about any of this yet.
We didn't plan anything.
Okay, let's see. First, we have general allegations. This is going to be Crumbl hyping up their business and why they're so perfect, okay? So we have Crumbl, which operates a unique gourmet cookie business, opened its first store in Logan, Utah in 2017 and has seen explosive growth since then. Crumbl now has over 400 franchisee stores operating in 44 states, including multiple locations in and around Phoenix, Arizona. The first of which opened in January. There's a typo. Opened in January on January 30th, 2019 in Gilbert, Arizona, and Crumbl's unique business is successful, popular, and expanding. To distinguish itself from competitors, Crumbl sells its gourmet cookies together with a unique trade dress and brand identity. That's what this lawsuit is mostly about. Crumbl has invested substantial time and resources developing its trade dress brand identity, which has accrued substantial goodwill and brand recognition, basically trying to establish that federal protection of intellectual property here. Crumbl's business model is distinctive in several ways. In addition to its storefronts, Crumbl offers a delivery service for its scratch-made gourmet cookies, which are sold along with ice cream and other bakery items. Crumbl, they send the ice cream in the mail too?
We never sent anything in the mail. The only delivery service we worked with was like DoorDash.
We going on their website in a minute. Crumbl packages its cookies still warm. Is that true?
Yes.
How do you keep it warm?
We have a warmer and a chiller. So we, like, some of the cookies are chilled, but the warm cookies, like after they bake and cool, we put them in the warmer. They only stay in the warmer for up to 2 hours. And then
okay. And then you throw them away. You guys hear that? They're throwing away a lot of cookies. Okay. In its unique oblong pink box, the trade dress of which is registered as provided below, featuring its registered Crumbl Cookie logo. Customers enjoy a seamless ordering experience on the Crumbl app or on iPads mounted in the kitchen's walls in Crumbl's distinctive modern storefronts. Crumbl offers its timely cookie flavors through a weekly rotating menu, which customers keep up on through Crumbl's dynamic social media account and on Crumbl's website at crumblcookies.com, which Crumbl has operated since 2017. I thought this company was older than this. They've really expanded really fast.
No, yeah, it's a very new company.
Mm-hmm. Because there's actually one around the corner from me too. And
yeah, they built another one close to me. Like I worked at the one that was like 20 minutes away from me, but there was already one in Sacramento, and then they're building another one still in Sacramento.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Long prior to the acts of dirty dough complained herein, in connection with the operation of its website and the sale of its gourmet cookies, Crumbl commenced use of a distinctive trade dress on its products, packaging, and decor. Crumbl's unique product packaging and decor referred herein, and we're going to compare these guys in a moment once we get through all of these words. Their packaging includes, but is not limited to, the following unique and arbitrary features individually or in combination with one another: cookie boxes with no extra space that perfectly fit cookies lying side by side, whimsical outlined drawings, including a cookie with a bite taken out of it, which does not sound that unique to me coming from a trademark perspective. It's a cookie that appear on the cookie boxes and other product packaging and decor, a weekly rotating menu available on Crumbl's website and other digital assets, a drawing in the shape of a cookie with a bite taken out of it, and the color pink. I wonder if they've trademarked the color pink for cookies. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Is this an accurate depiction, Miss Crumbl?
Yep.
Okay, so these are the little whimsical drawings. These are cute, right?
But not all the boxes come like that. The only box that looks like that is the 12-pack box.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because they're going to show us the smaller box in a second. Is this what's this little car?
I don't know what that is. We didn't have that.
You never had that box?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So they're basically describing the elements of the trade dress, which is like these little whimsical drawings is what they're calling them. It's cute. It's real cute. And these are the oh, I just choked myself. So these are more of the boxes that you guys really give out, right?
Yeah, those are the more like normal sizes that people usually buy.
Yeah, so this is like 6 and 4 and 1 cookie, I guess.
Yep.
So,
and we had to fold those boxes from scratch. Every single box size. Every single box came like that. And we had to fold it piece by piece and make sure our boxes were stocked at all times.
I feel like that's pretty normal, like for places with boxes, right? Like when I see
No.
people like folding pizza
They
boxes.
be coming pre-folded.
Oh, dang. Okay, so this is the other little box with the little whimsical cookie. We're going to call it whimsical because that's what they call it. And so let me just pop to the big screen real quick, because I remember when you were first working there, you told me that your dough had to be a certain amount, or like, you know, it couldn't be too big or too small. So that would line up with what they're saying about the cookies lay right next to each other with no extra space in between, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we literally, when we had to ball the dough to put it onto the pan, we had to measure it out, and there would be specific weights depending on what the cookie base was. And you had to look at the cookie sheet to know which size is going to be. It was either between 4.5 grams and 5.5 grams. That's the only weights for the cookies that they use. And that's how they get it to be those perfect circles every time, because we have to measure it out.
Okay, so did you ever have somebody making cookies and they was the wrong size?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah, we've had people like, and then like either like, yes, we had like, because even sometimes when we had the correct measurements, if the dough isn't mixed right, they would come out like flat or like small. Like somebody did the wrong weight for cookies. We had to throw that whole batch out. That's how, if it's not perfect, throw away.
Oh my gosh, this is stressing me out. Yeah.
You didn't even work there.
Yeah, I don't even work there. Okay, that we already got that comment. Who said? Kate says, I worked fast food. We had to throw everything away that was returned. Yeah, I mean, because they already took it. Something like that, I would be okay with throwing away, especially like if they already touched it and stuff. But at the same time, these cookies, you're still holding the box saying, hey, do these look right? And then you throw it away.
Yeah, we haven't passed the cookie to the customer. We're still like, we're wearing gloves. So we're still holding the box wearing gloves. No one else has touched it besides us. And if they say, yeah, then we give it to them. But if they come back and be like, actually, this is the wrong cookie, or I don't like how it looks or whatever, like we can't take it back.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me for sure. Tanya says they could give them to a shelter or something, just wasteful. Yeah, a lot of places don't do that, especially restaurants when they have leftover foods. They don't do that. I worked in food before too, and it's because, or they say it's because if it's like, you know, out too long and you give them food poisoning, then you can be sued and things like that. So they try to avoid any liability at all costs. All the happy. What was that?
We were actually told before we opened, we were told that we would be donating our food, not like every night, but at least like a few times a week, that we would be donating the food. But every time that I closed, we threw all the cookies away at the end of the night.
Yeah, maybe they never got around to organizing that, because you were there while it was still pretty new, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All the Happy Squirrel says dirty dough ships nationwide. I don't know. We're gonna look at their website. Sabrina says, I do graphic design, and one of my biggest clients is a cookie company. It was hard to come up with a logo that wasn't a cookie with a bite design. Exactly. That is so like cliche. That's literally what your cookie is going to be. When it's a cookie, you just bite the cookie and say, this is delicious, right? Nissa says, look up Lisa's popcorn. I know not cookies, but still good. We just talk about food here now. Who said? Kate says, I still want you to read that review. Which review? What review are we talking
I think she's talking about the comment from what did he say about the logo?
Oh, okay. I completely forgot. Okay.
I think that's what.
I'll say it. Someone said the popcorn looks good. We have Amanda saying the deli section of my grocery store packages their cookies warm and I can DoorDash those over. Crumbl has a crummy case and sorry, couldn't help myself. Okay, we got another Crumbl opposer here. Amanda's opposing Crumbl. Nissa says other cookie places do this. Insomnia does this. I sent cookies to my niece in Maryland through Grubhub. Will Crumbl sue Insomnia next? Maybe if their trade dress is close enough. Maybe. They seem to want to take over this cookie space. But honestly, I feel like I've been to smaller cookie companies that did the same thing that just haven't blown up yet. So they're trying to base it on like the rotating weekly schedule. I don't know if they're going to be able to win on that. But like the boxes and stuff, maybe, possibly. Adaz B says, can they copyright or trademark any of that? So they have trade dress protection. You can get trade protection. It's called trade dress for like the packaging that you have. So they're saying that it's the perfect size to fit their perfect cookies. You can also get it for the color that you use. So this pink color that they use, they can get a trademark for that. The little designs they can get a trademark for. But the whole rotating cookie and like the actual cookie recipe and things, those will be more of trade secrets. And those are just like a little harder to protect. You can register them, but then you're putting out the registration, you know? So yes, there are ways to protect all of these things. Can they win on it? That's a whole nother question. All of the Happy Squirrel says there's an amazing cupcake place down the road from me, and I might need to go take a walk after this stream. Yeah, because we're looking at the cookies now. So yeah, let's get back to the cookies. Let's see. They have their rotating menu, which they're saying is a trade secret, but that's not really a secret because it's out there. Crumbl trade dress is used in connection with Crumbl's advertising and promotional material on Crumbl's product packaging and decor, on Crumbl's website, and on social media accounts and storefronts. My scroller does not scroll. In addition to those rights in the Crumbl trade dress, Crumbl has registered the following trademarks. So they have this little Crumbl guy here. And so we'll go ahead and release what Bennett said it looked like. I don't even want to say it, because the way he said it was just like vulgar to me. And I don't use that type of language. They basically said that it looks like male testicles, but he said it looks like a nutsack. That's what they said about the Cookie Crumbl hat. So let me know if you guys agree with him. Does that look like male genitalia to you? I don't know. They also trademark Crumbl, I think just the word, and then they also trademark this packaging. So for Dav's Beat that was asking about can they trademark this? Yes, they actually trademark this packaging. So you can't copy that design, the perfect size, all of the things, right? Collectively, the foregoing trademarks are owned by Crumbl. Crumbl has expended considerable time and resources creating and developing the trade dress. They basically go on to say it's known nationwide, that it's inherently distinctive, which is required for trademark and trade dress protection. As a result of the continuous use of the registered trademark on the Crumbl trade dress, including advertising and selling services under the same, the registered marks Crumbl trade dress have become assets of substantial value. So they just kind of went on to meet the requirements for the violation. And then they go on to talk about Dirty Dough's unfair competition and its unauthorized copying, exploitation, and use of Crumbl's trade dress. And so this is going to get a little bit into probably some of the things that you had to sign as well, Lee, because they're going to be talking about the Maxwell's real quick here. So after years of Crumbl's extensive sales of the gourmet cookie in connection with the Crumbl trade dress and registered marks, Dirty Dough began offering the exact same type of product for sale to substantially the same consumers. Upon information and belief, Dirty Dough was founded in Arizona on May of 2019 by a former employee of Crumbl and opened its first cookie store in Arizona in March 2020. Dirty Dough operates a website called dirtydoughcookies.com and also promotes its cookies on its social media account. Dirty Dough and Crumbl directly compete with one another in the marketplace for gourmet cookies. Dirty Dough, it sells cookies which are the same class of goods under which Crumbl's registered trademarks are registered, and Dirty Dough's cookies packaging, decor, and presentation is remarkably similar and mimics Crumbl's trade dress. Specifically, as shown below, Dirty Dough's logo, and this is what they're saying is similar here. So Dirty Dough's logo includes a stylized cookie image with a bite out of it, similar to the used in Crumbl marketing materials. Its marketing, where we go. Its marketing images are similar to Crumbl's in both expression, look, and feel. Its cookies are dressed in a manner that imitates Crumbl cookies, and its packaging is confusingly similar to Crumbl's packaging. Furthermore, the parties distribute their offerings through the same channels, including the parties' respective storefronts, websites, and social media accounts. Both parties offer a cookie delivery service as well as nationwide cookie shipping. So it sounds like you can get the cookies nationwide for those of you that were asking for our cookie tasting. The problem with Dirty Dough, however, is that at the time it began operating its cookie business substantially similar to Crumbl's business, Crumbl had already been operating its gourmet cookie business, including under registered mark and the Crumbl trade dress, for years. Defendants' intent to copy all aspects of Crumbl's business even extends to how it decorates and photographs cookies, which I thought was ridiculous. How it takes pictures of the cookies. Like, there's only so many ways you can take a picture of a cookie. For example, the following screenshot shows the respective profiles, Facebook profiles. Let me know if you guys think these look similar. So this is Crumbl's. Let me know if it's similar. This is Crumbl's. All right, check that out. Those are some cookies from Crumbl. And this is Dirty Dough's. So do you guys think those look similar? This is for Facebook. So as you can see, the name is down here, and then it has cookies up here. But at the same time, for me with this, I feel like how many different ways can you promote your cookies?
Exactly. There's only so many ways. And like in Crumbl's way, they have way more flavors. They have over 200 recipes. So they're obviously trying to show like as many cookies as they can in their post. Whereas this smaller company, like they only have a few flavors to showcase. Mm-hmm. And like it's similar
I think they
setup.
Also have a rotating one too.
Oh, okay.
But they just use less of them on their Facebook page here.
Okay. Well, yeah, similar setup, but also there's really only so many ways you can take a picture of a cookie, especially for a cover.
Yeah, and you have to showcase what you have, right? So I don't know. I feel like that one's a stretch right there. You got a dog barking. Oh. Further, the following are side-by-side screenshots showing images of the parties' respective cookie presentations. So, okay, guys, we are in our comparison mode. So do these ones look similar to you guys? Go ahead and drop it in the chat if you're here live, and drop it in the comment section if you are watching on the replay. Do you think these cookies look the same? That's a similar style, but are they both cinnamon cookies? That would be the question. Are these both supposed to be cinnamon roll cookies? Because this one looks like a cinnamon roll cookie. This one looks a little like maybe a snickerdoodle with sauce on top. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing is what flavor is the cookie? And then the way you see Crumbl's, their swirl is perfect.
That's what I was about to say. Theirs is more perfect than theirs. They dirty dough.
Mm-hmm. That's what they go for, is perfection. So say you didn't have enough gaps between that swirl and the customer didn't like it, take it back. Got to do it again. Try again.
They're like, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. they're not following their model all the way. Okay, let's see this one. All right. So they said they take the same pictures. These don't look the same to me.
That's not the same. That's not the same dress.
I can
because it looks like.
But there's
it looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
That it looks like the one on top. Like it looks like they don't have the same ingredients. You can already see that they don't have the same ingredients.
Yeah, and I could see that it was inspired, but at the same time, you can't trademark like recipe. I'm not trademark copyright recipes and things like that. So making a
and like that's the cookie. There's only so many ways you can make that kind.
Right, exactly. But having a similar flavored cookie is not necessarily an infringement. So they're mostly suing over the boxes and like the trademarks and stuff like that. But they're just trying to throw this into there to be like, okay, you guys are copycatters. Look how much you copy us. Because this other stuff is going to be hard to win on.
It is, because there's only so many ways you can take pictures of cookies. There's only so many ways you can make cookies and make them look.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, theirs is perfect. They only got three Fruit Loops in there. Or not Fruit Loops. What are these? Fruity Pebbles?
Fruity Pebbles.
And theirs is just thrown on top.
Right. They just slapped that bad boy on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're definitely a little bit more messy.
And it looks like it looks like the weights of the cookies could possibly be different, because that cookie on the right looks way like it looks more of a mound.
Yeah.
On the bottom right.
Yeah. It's like it's lopsided.
It's more mounded.
Yeah.
So they could have like different cookie weights. They're not trying to copy all the same.
It's only so much you can do with a cookie. So that's what makes it tough for me.
And especially a gourmet cookie.
Yeah. And then these cookies and then this ice cream. That's supposed to be the same picture or similar picture. There's only so many ways you could take a picture of a darn ice cream. I don't think that.
And I'm calling false advertisement, because the ice cream don't come like that.
In addition to copying Crumbl's cookie presentation and decor, Dirty Dough has also copied Crumbl's logo. Dirty Dough's logo includes a cookie with a bite out of it that is substantially similar to the cookie in Crumbl's cookie logo. What do you think?
They should have just turned the cookie the other way.
That's what I said. It is in the same direction, but they got a little bit more chocolate chips.
Yeah, and they cookie got emphasis. They took a bite out of their cookie.
Yeah, it's got some crumbs and stuff like that. But I can see what they mean. But I don't think it's similar, because they just have a cookie on a hat and then cookie above the words, while their O is actually the cookie.
Yeah, so it's incorporated in there.
Yeah, just having a cookie with a bite mark out of it for a cookie company, that cookie is going to be considered descriptive, because your place is called Crumbl Cookies. This person says Dirty Dough, which theirs is actually more of a play on words as far as their logo goes, because you just assume, okay, dough, you can make bread with dough, you can make pizza with dough, you can do a lot of things with dough, but when they put that cookie in there, you're like, oh, it's cookie, dirty, cookie dough. For them, Crumbl, also a play on words, but they're not called Crumbl Cookies. Actually, they just put cookies on there so that people know you're talking about cookies, but their actual trademark is just for Crumbl. So I don't know. They're not winning me over with this little cookie with the bite mark. They probably should have put the bite in a different direction, but at the same time, I don't think those logos are that similar.
Yeah. It would be different if Crumbl also like had the cookie incorporated into the word, but that's not how it is.
Yeah, I agree with that. We have Dirty Dough's marketing and packaging also includes the same type of whimsical drawing and outline from its that is a staple in Crumbl's marketing and packaging. Okay, so I think they might have them a little bit here. They do have similar style drawings. What do you guys think? I think they might have them here. They got a little little car. They got a little van. What else they got?
I think, I actually think there's a car on the Crumbl. There is. There's a van on there.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, so.
And then they got like a little buggy on theirs, though. So, I mean, but it's not that different. It's more apparent here than on the other stuff that they were talking about. Yeah. So they have a little bit better chance on this. But look, their cookies don't perfectly fit with no space.
That's what I was about to say, is that their cookies aren't the perfect size.
So even that argument that they're copying them, wouldn't they have copied them on that as well? Because how many different ways can you package a darn cookie from a cookie place? You don't see the donut people saying you copied our donut box.
Right. You copied our donut flavors.
Right.
The way we make our chocolate covered donut.
Right. Moreover, as shown by the screenshots below, Dirty Dough's packages is cookies in a row in a box that mimics Crumbl's registered trade dress iconic packaging. Okay, I've seen other cookie places do this before Crumbl.
It's either a line or a square.
There's only so much you can do.
It's a rectangle or a square. How else can you put 4 cookies in a box?
Right, because then when they go to 6 cookies, then it's a square. So
it's a rectangle. It's still a rectangle.
Yeah. And then so the one cookie has a 1 cookie box. I don't know how maybe they should have made circle boxes. I don't know.
But see how Crumbl, their single boxes, like none of the other boxes have that whimsical drawing. The other on the bottom of it is a whimsical cookie, but it's not covering any other part. It's not on the flaps. It's not, they're at least staying consistent on all of their boxes. The Crumbl boxes are not consistent.
Yeah, and so it almost might be that their trade dress is more of the pink rather than the whimsical characters, right?
Yeah,
because everything is still that pink color, but only the bigger boxes has the drawings on it versus Dirty Dough, where all of their boxes have the drawing on it. Even the big boxes, it's a different print on the big boxes, but they do put those drawings on every single box from what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Good catch. Good catch right there. Okay. So finally, Dirty Dough has also copied Crumbl's unique weekly rotating menu. Again, that's going to be hard to prove there. Not to prove, but to be like, oh, that's a trade secret.
Yeah,
People have specials on their menu all the time.
Yeah.
So interesting stuff. Okay, as shown by these screenshots, Dirty Dough provides substantially similar products and services to the same group of cookie-loving consumers as does Crumbl, markets its products the same way as Crumbl does, and copies Crumbl's products, packaging, and decor. Dirty Dough's product packaging, decor, and presentation is substantially similar to Crumbl's trade dress. Why do they keep putting Crumbl? I don't like that. Specifically, Dirty Dough's packages is cookies in boxes that perfectly fit cookies lying side by side. No, it didn't. There was a lot of space left over. And that includes whimsical outline-shaped drawings, including a cookie with a bite taken out of it, has a weekly rotating menu, and includes a drawing in the shape of a cookie with a bite taken out of it in its decor and marketing. Dirty Dough's infringing trade dress will be referred to herein as infringing trade dress. Like I said, I'm not buying the cookie with the bite out of it. I feel like
that's a reach.
Yeah, I feel like if we go on the USPTO, we will find that a lot with cookies.
You could probably type it in on Google.
Yeah. So then they just go ahead and allege. Okay, so upon information and belief, there's similarity between the parties' trade dress, business model, product offering, and marketing is no coincidence. Oh, they're also suing for unfair business practices. So that's where the rotating weekly schedule and all of those things are going to come in. I forgot about that. Upon information and belief, Dirty Dough was formed May 2018 by Bennett Maxwell and Bradley Maxwell, among others. Bennett Maxwell and Bradley Maxwell, who are brothers, lived in Orem, Utah at the time of Dirty Dough's formation. Upon information and belief, Dirty Dough's founding by Bennett and Bradley Maxwell, the two brothers were no stranger to Crumbl and its business model and intellectual property. And this is where they might get in trouble here, because they did not come up with this idea on their own. It's going to be very hard for them to show they came up with this on their own. So here we go. In the spring or summer of 2019, Bennett Maxwell applied to be a franchise salesman for Crumbl Franchising, although Crumbl interviewed Bennett for this position and did not hire him. Crumbl did, however, employ Bradley Maxwell. So both brothers went to try to work at this place and only one got hired as a process engineer at Crumbl Franchising LLC from March 2019 to June 2019. So he worked there for 3 months. So not only are they probably not the best employers on the storefront, but also in the engineer space too as well. So they're not holding on to employees long. Thus, at this time, Dirty Dough was founded in May 2019. Oh, while he was still working there.
Yeah, wait, I was about to say, what were the dates? But yeah, he was still working there.
Yeah, he was still working there. As the founder, Bradley Maxwell was a process engineer at Crumbl. In his role at Crumbl, Bradley was exposed to and became familiar with Crumbl's business model, marketing, brand identity, and the Crumbl trade dress. Upon information and belief, while employed by Crumbl, Bradley Maxwell had access to Crumbl's confidential business information, including but not limited to mixes, recipes, spices, processes, methods, and formulas. While at Crumbl, Bradley executed an employee confidential recipe agreement and a principal confidential recipe agreement. Pursuant to these agreements, Mr. Maxwell acknowledged that Crumbl had developed confidential and proprietary mixes, recipes, processes, spices, methods, and formulas, and that during the course of his employment, he would be exposed to this proprietary and confidential information. Mr. Maxwell agreed that he would not, during the course of his employment or any time thereafter, use or disclose Crumbl's confidential or proprietary information either directly or indirectly. The fact that Dirty Dough was founded by a former Crumbl employee and that employee's brother who previously sought employment with Crumbl shows that Dirty Dough was clearly aware of Crumbl and its Crumbl trade dress when it commenced its infringing trade dress. So I think that's where they might be in trouble, because they did work for them. Not a good look. Upon information and belief, Bradley and Bennett appropriated an aesthetic and trade dress similar to Crumbl's branding and the Crumbl trade dress with the intent to benefit and profit from the widespread name recognition and goodwill Crumbl was built in its marks and its trade dress. Upon information and belief, Dirty Dough deliberately adopted the infringing trade dress, knowing and intending that the relevant public, including consumers, would likely be confused, thereby unfairly divergent sales from Crumbl to Dirty Dough. But they said that they have like 3 locations in the location that this one cookie place is in. They only have 1 location. Are they really taking your sales, bro?
Yeah.
You guys have 400 locations. I think you will be okay.
Yeah.
That's not the point. That's not the point. I get why they're suing it. They have to protect their brand, but I think y'all will be okay. They can sell a couple of cookies too. As the similarities and crossovers in the party's business model and branding indicates, Dirty Dough's use of the infringing trade dress creates a substantial likelihood of consumer confusion or mistake regarding affiliation, connection, or association with Crumbl with Dirty Dough, and may cause consumers to mistakenly believe that Crumbl owns or has sponsored or approved Dirty Dough's cookie business. And then it goes on to talk about the trade dress infringement, which we kind of covered a little bit as we went on. They're also suing for Utah Deceptive Trade Practices. They're also suing for Utah Unfair Competition Act. And then also unjust enrichment. Basically, you're using our things, and that's why you're so profitable. prayer for relief says, wherefore Crumbl demands enjoining the defendants and all other persons participating or acting in concert with it or from acts of trade dress, unfair competition, and other wrongful conduct, which basically means that they want them to stop selling their cookies in the way that they're selling them. Stop copying us, basically. In order for the court directing defendant to provide an accounting of all revenues and profits gained by defendant while engaging in the acts of complaint in this complaint, they want to know how much dirty dough has been making by copying them allegedly. Awarding plaintiff with actual damages and any additional damages that the court deems just and equitable under the circumstances. They also want money. They want to know how much they made, and they also want the money, and they also want them to stop. Awarding plaintiff treble damages and attorney's fees for defendant's deliberate and willful conduct. So basically, since they're alleging that they did it on purpose because they knew about the business, one of them worked for the business, they did it intentionally, and therefore they should be liable for attorney's fees and for their willful misconduct. They want plaintiff's attorney's fees paid. They want a prejudgment and post-judgment interest, so any interest that accrues, and they want allowable costs, so any costs that the plaintiffs incur, and then awarding plaintiffs such further relief the court deems necessary and proper. Oops, I jumped you off. Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah. So that is pretty much the complaint. It goes on to show their trademarks and things like that. So I think the worst part of this is that they worked for them, so it does seem like they copied them. And so if this was a situation where they had never even heard of Crumbl or they never worked for Crumbl, I think they would have a more difficult case to prove. But since they did actually work and they actually tried to be like sales associates to sell franchises, I think that's going to put them more trademark infringement or trade dress infringement than they would have been if they didn't have all of this proof that they worked for them and things like that. Because I can see some similarities in the drawings and things like that. The actual changing the cookies every week, I'm not so sure about that, because like I said, I've seen other smaller cookie companies do that are not as big as Crumbl before Crumbl existed. So what do you think? Do you think that they're going to be liable, or you think they have a fair chance at this?
I think that Dirty Dough is going to be held liable only because one interviewed there and the other worked there, and then they filed all the stuff while they were still working with the company. So that's definitely going to get them in some trouble. And I don't know. I think once they hear that, then everyone, if they have a jury or whatever happens with it, people are going to start to think that, oh, so you worked there. Let me look at all this stuff again. I think that's what's going to happen.
I think that's their strongest argument. I'm surprised they put it more towards the end. I think they should put that in the beginning to show that it was intentional. But yeah, that it's there. I am team Dirty Dough still. I hope they win. I mean, I hope they're not liable. They say some funny people, but to me, it's like there's so many things that you can do with cookies. So let's see. And if you got to hop off, just, feel free to hop off. I'm going to go through some of the comments and then we'll probably be done.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine to stay.
Okay, cool. So we have all the happy squirrels saying they're cookies. Like, how do they think this is a thing? Yeah, I don't think the whole cookie part could win, but the actual intentional copying and the trade dress and things like that, I think that could win. Amanda says, darn, Martha Stewart has a cookie recipe that calls for swirls too. She has got a case. And she probably was making cookies before all of them, huh?
Right.
You guys are saying no to that they don't look alike. Daz Beat says, those don't look similar, but the title page images are very similar. I think they are too, but at the same time, I feel like it's kind of hard to market your different cookies for a cookie company, I'm sure we could probably look at a bunch of different cookie companies on Facebook and probably see that some of them do the same things. And you might even find a donut company that does it and a cupcake company that does it. You know, I don't think that picture was that unique, but maybe I could be wrong.
But I also feel like pictures like that have been done before. Like, I feel like I've seen a cookie picture that wasn't Crumbl.
Yeah.
Like cookies lined up, dots lined up like that. It's not a new idea.
Yeah. I see what you're saying there. All the Happy Squirrel says, I've added squirrels to cookies and I hadn't heard of Crumbl before. Tonight, am I going to get sued? No, you're not going to get sued. You're not putting it out there to the public. Now, if you open a business, they might come after you, because they've also, if I'm not mistaken, they've also sued Crave Cookies as well. Wow. For similar stuff. Yeah. Sabrina says, Dirty Dough's owner being a previous employee of Crumbl does make it a bit shadier, in my opinion. In branding/packaging, there are shorthand design tactics consumers are used to, and following trends is, I don't know, where's the second part? Here we go. Is to be expected. But when you're a previous employee and go to create a similar company and use the same vibe for the brand, it's less following a trend than copying a success. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right on point with that. It does come off more that they copied than, they just kind of came up with it and it's a coincidence, right? Little Galaxy says, Dirty looks like homemade, not packaged dough. Yeah. Dirty's does look a little bit more like, okay, it's gonna be good because grandma made it or something of that nature, versus Crumbl. It's like, it's so perfect, it's like you don't even want to mess it up.
They're okay with the imperfections.
Right. Betsy says no. I think as far as them looking alike. All the Happy Squirrel says, it kind of sounds like Voodoo Donuts could sue for stealing their toppings. Yeah, there might be other things like gourmet cupcake companies. You guys made a cinnamon roll cupcake. You guys made a cinnamon roll cookie. Copycat. That's why they do not protect recipes. Yeah, that's why they don't protect recipes. Sabrina says, to be expected, but when you're a previous employee, we already said that one. Little Galaxy says, a granny made the dirty cookies, not a robot. Crumbl has real people making it too. They just gotta be perfect. Someone says those Crumbl cookies. Betsy says those Crumbl cookies look fantastic. Who's going to go get some Crumbl cookies after this? Or a cookie in general. It doesn't have to be Crumbl.
Sabrina, I need to go to Mrs. Fields.
Yeah, I like Miss Fields. Miss Fields need to come after them too.
I know Miss Fields been around for a long time. Hold on now.
If they got an M&M cookie.
Miss Fields was the first cookie place I saw put frosting on a cookie.
Miss Fields, y'all got a case. Sabrina says, on the logo alone, I side with Dirty Dough. Yeah, the logo, I don't think they got them on that. I do think they got them on the unfair business practices part of kind of copying some of the things that they did. And the trade dress on the box, I'm iffy on that one because, like you said, the smaller boxes, they don't use that whimsical stuff the whole time, but the bigger boxes, they do. So I don't know. I think they both could have a pretty good case. Honestly, I would love to see the answer to this.
Yeah, because honestly, like the single cookie and the 4-pack cookie, they could argue those did look similar sizes. They could argue that they copied the sizes for that. But they could also argue, like, Dirty Dough could argue that theirs is consistent on all of their boxes, whereas Crumbl takes more of the minimal approach on their 1, 4, and 6-pack, and then they decorate that 12-pack.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right on point with that. Let's see what else we got here. Sabrina says, if it was Crumbl with the cookie bite, make the C, I might feel differently. Okay, so if they made the C in Crumbl cookie a cookie bite, then she could see that it was copying. I would agree with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Little Galaxy says dirty box looks better. Oh my gosh. Amanda says again, though, that isn't original having cookies in a delivery van on the packaging. At least the dirty dough box, you can tell what you are looking at. Okay, we got a little bit of shade going there. But yeah, I could agree with you too. You would put similar things onto the package, but the question is, would you put those similar things if you didn't work there or you didn't see theirs already?
Yeah.
Tanya says, I can buy a rectangle box in Michael's craft stores. Boom, right on point. I think that their box would be considered more unique if it was like maybe like that, like an oblong thing, like with round corners rather than square corners. Because what else are you gonna put a cookie in? A box. There's
right. Their boxes just come. You could take it apart. You could unfold it, and then it's a piece of paper.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's I've bought cookies. Actually, I've bought cookies from other people that sell it in a box. So and honestly, the box that Dirty Dough had, we as trademark attorneys, a lot of the trademark attorneys have similar boxes like that. Of course, they're bigger, but there's companies that make these kind of boxes for you. Put your Instagram and all that stuff on there. So
yeah,
I don't know. The box, they're not getting me with the box. The sizing, because they're not trying to make the cookie a perfect size, so there's no space like Crumbl is. So the box might be the same size, but they're definitely not trying to market it as our cookie is the perfect size too.
Yeah.
Amanda says, OMG, really Crumbl? Laura Geller cosmetic packages her baked eyeshadow and baked blushes in the same way. She might be next.
Better watch out.
Sabrina says, on packaging, the icons are different too. The style of Crumbl is minimalist and the detailed drawings with Dirty Dough. I'm rescinding my previous comments of Dirty Dough being shady. Okay, I can see what you mean by the minimalist. Let's see. Let's go back. Covering my face here. Here we go. I feel like the drawings on the actual colorful boxes are similar though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the most similar thing that they have.
But then you think about it is what can you put on a cookie box? What kind of drawings?
So they have a cookie, a car, and a box of cookies. Yeah, I mean, and some milk. Yeah, they got milk and cookies too. Yeah, there's not that many. They don't have an oven. They have an oven. Huh?
Do they sell milk?
I don't know.
Because Crumbl does.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure they have milk there available. But yeah, they have a little milk on theirs. But Dirty Dough has the milk with the cookie. Dirty Dough also puts the box on their Crumbl box. Now I'm mixing them up. Maybe they are similar, huh? On the Dirty Dough box, but they don't. I don't know. I feel like there's only so many things you can put onto a cookie box too. But I think the drawing style, I do think that the drawing style is a little bit more similar than I would like it to be, you know?
Yeah.
Galaxy says, Crumbl, much ado about nothing. All of the Happy Squirrel says, every local bakery in my area has a rotating menu, usually weekly and by season. Don't ask me how I know this. You go into all of them. We know how you know this. So yeah, like I said, I've seen plenty of places do that, and like even drink companies do that.
Yeah,
maybe not weekly, but maybe seasonally, probably more, huh? But it's not a new idea for sure. Tanya D says Hotbox has the same cookie with a bite taken out of it for the O in the box. So they might be next, or Dirty Dough might go after them. Here we go. Sabrina saying, okay, I rescinding the business and it's shady. The design and the branding are above board. In my opinion. People are rescinding their comments. As we get deeper, we find out so much more, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All the Happy Squirrel says, OMG, I need a Toffuccino cupcake. See, everybody's going to go get dessert now. Okay, I got a lot of comments I got to get through. But we're not going through all these comments. Everybody, y'all gave y'all opinions, so I hope it was fun in the comment section. I'm gonna do a couple more and then we're gonna hop on off of this because I gotta eat and I might go get some cookies. So yeah. All the Happy Squirrel says, and you can get 6 cookies for $17. Where at one of the places near you. All of the Happy Squirrels also says Dirty Dough's cookies are thick. Unlike Crumbls, I guess. Dasby says Bri can probably speak on this more, but likely signed a non-compete where they couldn't make a similar business for at least 6 months. Yeah. And so that's what's going to come out is those contracts that they did actually sign. Those are going to have to come out to show that he did sign the non-compete, if there was a non-compete. But them saying that you cannot disclose the trade secrets, they have a little bit more protection with that. Non-competes, you're limited to a reasonable amount of time. So that's going to be some interesting arguments there. Little Galaxy says, not shady. How do you forget skills you pick up elsewhere? You could randomly make the same cookies. That's an argument. You might be inspired by their cookie ideas.
There's only so many cookie recipes, so many ways to make cookies. Like, you have to use a certain amount of ingredients to make cookies anyway. So
yeah, when I looked up my cookie recipe, I just typed in how to make Mrs. Fields cookies, and they're good. So.
You could probably type in how to make Crumbl Cookies.
Because someone probably disclosed it.
I don't know. They would have to do math. When I tell you we baked by the pound.
Oh, no. That's a lot.
Yeah, they had to do math.
And Little Galaxy says, remember the Mrs. Fields and Famous Amos Wars? I am not familiar with that. I might have to go look into it. I feel like it sounds familiar, but it's not all the way ringing the bell. Daz V says, making the box more unique would raise expenses. Yes, that is true as well. All right. And then we got some people going back and forth and making friends. All the Happy Squirrels and Amanda are making friends here. Okay. So I think that was a good case to cover. I think it was fun to cover. We had some insight from my sister here who worked at Crumbl. Hopefully we don't get a cease and desist letter. Cease and desist.
I don't think I said...
I don't know. We might have to chop some things out of here. But that was an overall fun live stream. Let me know what you guys want to cover next. Let me know if you would like to see Lee back here. Also, we made $15 in super chats, and then after YouTube takes their cut, I don't think I'm gonna have enough to pay shipping and all of those things to ship it to someone else. So actually, let's go on here. I said I was
could get one Crumbl cookie.
One Crumbl cookie and then like $5 for shipping, probably. So I mean, I guess that's $10, and then I can't get a cookie. So, this is a nice website. Let me show y'all. This is a nice website. They got money.
Those were the videos, like we had TVs in there, so those kind of videos played on the TVs and then like also on the iPads.
That looked good. I'm not gonna lie, that looked real good. Okay, let's see how
new flavors.
Let's see what flavors they got. I said I was about to get off, but no, we about to look at the flavors. Cause more trouble. Okay. Taste It Weekly. They got the milk chocolate chip that Lily said is nasty, in her opinion. And we got chocolate crumb Oreo. That one actually looks good, and I don't usually like chocolate. Well, because it's all gonna be Oreo flavored chocolate, but I don't like chocolate.
Yeah.
We have
the chocolate cookies are pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the cookies with like the chocolate base.
Yeah. Yeah, that one do look good though. And then they got oatmeal chocolate chip, which we probably not gonna like. uh, they got chocolate mallow cupcake. Interesting. It don't look as good as the Oreo one to me. And then fruit pizza. I don't think I like that idea. But this is the one that was looking good in the video. So I might have to go get that. But the picture looked dry, but the video looked good.
It's probably gonna look dry when you get it
in person.
Yeah.
And then they got all this ice cream and stuff.
Because they do the drizzle and then they put it in the warmer. So it's gonna be sitting in there.
Oh, okay. See, you about to give me a cease and desist letter. Talk about it's gonna be dry.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be set. Let's say that.
It's gonna be on there tough. Okay, Dirty Dough. Let's see what Dirty Dough got. What y'all got over here? Y'all copying the flavors too?
They copying the prices. I took a little peek over there.
You did?
Yeah. They 6-pack is $17. So I think that's what somebody was saying.
Oh, I thought you said the 4-pack was 17, but I guess
no, their 6-pack is 17, but at Crumbl their 4-pack is 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They kind of got a similar little vibe going on, right?
Oh.
They got a similar little vibe going. They took a little bit more ideas. Woo. Oh, they're getting more locations in Utah. They are franchising too. Okay.
A stuffed chocolate chip.
They got stuffed chocolate chip. They got a sugar cookie. Those look really plain. They have a reverse chocolate with Reese's. Oh, that looked good. Oh, I didn't know the pictures moved.
It's stuffed.
Oh, wow. They got
that looks like a Pop-Tart.
This is a Pop-Tart. They about to get sued again.
Pop-Tart don't have raspberry flavor.
Do they not? I'm sure they do.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen raspberry.
They might. They got the candy bar. Got a little Kit Kat on here. That look good. M&M Monster.
Why is it blue?
I don't know. It looks kind of good though.
I guess it's supposed to be like Cookie Monster.
They got so all of theirs have something in the middle.
Crumbl doesn't do that.
Yeah. This one don't do nothing. But I'm sure it got some sauce in the middle. And they have 8 cookies instead of 6. Is that making too much of a difference? I don't know. The Dirty Dough difference. they calling them out. Other guys have cookies. Dirty Dough has super stuffed cookies. Oh, so there's a stuff. So that's a little bit different. That is different.
Yeah.
You won't find a thicker, softer, more gooey or flavorful cookie than the ones from Dirty Dough. The dirty refers to all the fillings, mix-ins, layers that go into our special cookie process. Okay, they have a little distinguishing feature here. So I'm glad to look at their website.
Crumbl has had a stuffed cookie before.
Maybe Crumbl copied them. I'm telling you, I'm team Dirty Dough. How do I order it nationwide? They said they sell it nationwide. How do I order it like that? Let's see. You can franchise a Dirty Dough. I'm gonna franchise me a Dirty Dough.
Don't you?
How much?
I'm sure those stores are expensive.
I'm sure it's expensive too. I want a delivery. Oh, I'm not gonna put my address on here. Okay, we'll see if we can get it shipped. But like I said, I don't think we made enough. We don't make enough super chats to get the shipped cookies. So maybe at the end of the month we can build up. We can build up to the cookie tasting. Okay, so we got a couple people that popped in towards the end, so we have a little bit more, and then I promise then we're gonna go. Okay. Amanda says, that was more than making friends. That was sharing a taffuccino cupcake recipe. That's gold. Oh, because they were talking back and forth. Making friends in the chat. Everyone in the Bri Hive chat is friends, though. That's okay. All the Happy Girl says, I think Little Lee Hive stayed on the right side of the NDA.
I hope so.
Because Crumbl is aggressive. Okay.
Right. They not scared.
Yes. And then we have Tanya D reminding us to hit the like and subscribe button on your way out if you haven't. Yes, of course. If you guys have not already done the things, do the YouTube things, like, subscribe, join the membership if you can, all the things. This says, sorry, just to pay the bills. That's all right. That's all right. We have Tanya D saying, save it and get cookies for our 25 member Zoom. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. We're still waiting for the 25 members as well. So we'll build up. Maybe by the end of the year, we can have a cookie 25 member special stream. Amanda says, go look at Dirty Dough's cookies. They look good. Yeah, we just looked at them. They do look pretty tasty to me. Helena J says, I'm late and starting over in some states. It's her home prior, so no, I wouldn't add him. Oh, we're talking about the Reddit one. Yep, it's her home. Don't add him. If you guys missed the Reddit or the icebreaker beasting, I don't know what we're gonna call it, but if you missed that in the beginning, go ahead and check that out. Dav says you're def gonna have to defend her in court after Crumbl sees this. There are mixed opinions as far as if we're going to get a cease and desist letter or not. I don't think my channel is big enough for that yet. Maybe later on down the line.
Look, we'll keep y'all updated.
I've gotten a cease and desist before for my own trademark, so we'll see. We ain't scared. We ain't scared, Crumbl. Amanda says, yeah, Dirty Dough's cookies are stuffed. Yep. All the Happy Squirrel says, it's not a Pop-Tart, it's a toaster tart. They're next. That's what I'm going to say to that. Tanya D says, Dirty Dough looked more appealing to me. They did look good. I think that Crumbl's videos looked really good, but Dirty Dough's videos and pictures looked good to me.
Well, I want to know the nutritional side because Crumbl, apparently you're supposed to share those cookies. You're not supposed to eat one by yourself.
They be saying that.
But that's why they have the cookie cutter, so you could split it into 4 pieces. Yeah, but they say it's not a single serving.
Yeah. Well, there's probably not either then.
No, doubt it.
I'm looking at Crumbl. It says it's 140 calories.
Yeah, because it's not a single serving. You're supposed to share it.
That's a
no, Brianna, you're supposed to share the cookie.
How many? Oh, it's 140 calories per serving, and there's probably like 6 servings in the cookie.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're the one cookie.
Okay. It got a little star. Let's see if they put it on the website to disclaim. Let's see. Where's the little star? Yep. Calorie count per serving. Serving size varies based on product. Okay. So you're just supposed to have a bite.
It's a couple servings. You're supposed to share that cookie.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot for one little bite of cookie because I've seen it cut before. Oh no, yeah. No.
It's a big cookie.
All that Happy Squirrel says, and yes, raspberry Pop-Tarts are delicious. So they do have raspberry leaf. Order online is up at the top. I know, but then it took me to if I wanted it by DoorDash or not. Galaxy is team dirty. I'm still team dirty as well. Hello Swanky says, been driving, running errands for this bike I'm building, so couldn't chat but learned a lot from this live. Thanks, Bri. No problem. I'm glad that you learned a lot, and I'm glad you was able to listen. Tanya says, ain't no party like a Bri Hive party because the Bri Hive party so fly. Yep. That's our song. We should get it recorded. We should get a dance. We should do a video.
You should record it, and that should be like your little intro song.
That would be cool. Like, I'm not putting my voice on there. I need somebody that can actually sing.
I'll do it. I'm looking into voice acting.
All right, now we playing around. Dirty Dough's looks like the kind of cookie that actually satisfies a craving. I can agree with that. Theirs look good in the pictures. All the Happy Scroll says, I think you need an affiliate code for Dirty. Yeah, we need Dirty Dough affiliate. Yes, because you're going to make them a lot of money with this stream.
Sponsor them.
I'm going to contact them. Hey, do you guys have affiliate codes? Tiny D says, girl, I'm not sharing my cookie. we got to take that 600 calories to the chin. We gotta take it. All the Happy Scroll says 560 calories per cookie. I mean, I'm not mad, but dang. Yeah, I've eaten more than my fair share of that cookie. Amanda says, yeah, Bri, get in touch with Maxwell and tell him you need a discount code because we will all be ordering, and I don't love anyone enough to break a cookie in 4 parts. So my Bri Hive is not okay with breaking cookies in different parts. So we're gonna have to. You guys should have made the cookie smaller if you wanted us to do less. But then we will order more. So that's not good either. So yeah, I might reach out to them. I'm going to become friends with him on LinkedIn and then reach out to them and say, are you guys offering affiliate codes for nationwide deliveries? Because the Bri Hive got you right there. We're going to have our cookie stream. We're going to have our cookie stream and we're going to have a great time while we talk mess about Crumbl and maybe get a cease and desist letter. But
right,
we will try not to do that. But thank you everyone for joining me live. If you enjoyed the live or you just made it to the end of the live and you didn't really like it, that's okay. Go ahead and hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button to help us out in the algorithm. Also, go ahead and subscribe if you have not yet. Thank you, Lily, for joining us. We shall have you back again to talk about something else fun. I don't know.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Well,
I
had fun. Good. All right. So thank you, Lee Hive, Bri Hive. Bri Hive, Boss Attorney Bri channel. We will catch you on the next stream on Tuesday. Let me know if you find something interesting over the weekend. I'm sure more lawsuits will come up. I will see you guys in the next live stream.